So, in theory, everything's working.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. This is my center of operations, my desk. Go ahead and poke around. If you want to know the particulars of how I do what I do, take a look at the book titled How to Be a Detective. It's real helpful, especially if you're new to the mystery-solving business.
Cool. I could probably do that.
And be sure to check out my scrapbook.
There you go.
I put memorabilia from all my past cases in there. A lot of them were pretty dangerous and at times really scary. But don't say anything about that to my dad, okay? He worries about me enough as it is. And whatever you do, read what's in the file called Case File. That'll tell you all about the mystery I'm about to try to solve. If you think you're ready to dive into that mystery, just click on the plane ticket and you'll be on your way.
All right. Oh, look, she kept the book. She kept the book from the last adventure that we were just on. And the phone charms, of course. Had to keep the phone charms from the last adventure.
For centuries, a fearsome monster has been stalking Castle Finster. Legend has it that once it is on the prowl, it won't return to the woods until it finds a new victim. A wealthy German investor, Marcus Bohm, has called me to Castle Finster to help him scare out the truth in this bizarre and terrifying case.
I think I might need to mess with my model a little bit. There we go. See if that helps that situation. Okay. Let's go. We're doing Junior this time. Oh, a long time ago in Germany. Oh, never mind. Woo! That is definitely a sound and a half over there. Alright. That should fix that problem. Ooh! So cinematic. Hello? I guess since the button is glowing. Oh, that is quite the bell.
Hello? Hello? Open up, please.
No, thank you. We already have one.
One what?
What?
This is Nancy Drew. Please let me in.
This is Lucas. Please let me out.
What?
I can't.
This is what you sound like when you say that. What?
Can I talk to someone else about coming in?
No. But if you can find the match, maybe I'll let you in.
All right.
Alright. So this guy's out, he's bald. This guy's out, he's got brown hair. This guy's out, he's got a pocket. This guy is out, his pants are different and his shirt is different. This guy's smiling, so that's a no. So it's gotta be these two, right?
I got it.
Yep.
Okay, I solved it.
Nice job. Now for part 2 of your test.
What?
Lucas!
You passed.
Hi.
Good job. Gotta go.
Hi? What's going on?
Nancy, sorry about Lucas. I'll have a little talk with him later. Come meet me in my study on the 2nd floor.
Okay. Cool. I guess we're going here. I'm kidding, I know exactly where I'm going. Well, this is the 2nd floor. Yes? Hi?
May Nancy, it's Ned.
Oh,
Hi,
hey, Ned.
Sorry, the reception is a little bad here.
So when are
Yeah.
you getting in? I've got the perfect romantic getaway plan for the two of us. Took a lot of
Oh!
work to put together, but it's gonna be worth it.
Well, there's been a hang-up. Sorry.
No,
Of
no,
course
no.
there has. Does this mean I have to cancel our plans again?
Yes, but I promise I'll hurry home as soon as possible.
I've heard that one before.
I'm sorry I can't be more available, but I'm in the middle of something pretty important here.
So what? I'll just hang out at home being bored? Nancy Drew, international sleuth, gets to go out adventuring, while Ned stays at home. Again.
Oh.
I'm sorry you're not having a better time. If you're not having fun, then go out and have fun.
You know what? Forget that I even said anything. I can see that I'm not that important to you. So forget it.
Fine.
Fine.
That was not great.
Yeah, Nan, you are actually kind of the worst. He went through so much work and put together a romantic getaway for two. And you're like, okay, so I know he's got plans. I know I'm supposed to meet him. I know we're supposed to get together. But, ooh, this guy called and asked me to go solve a mystery in Germany. I'm out. Bye. She's the absolute worst. And then she didn't tell him before this to cancel the plans? What were you doing, buddy?
You must be Nancy, yes?
Hi.
That's right. I'm here to help you take care of the monster sightings.
Shh, shh. There is certainly no monster, Fraulein, and there have been no monster sightings. Everything is fine. There is no need for alarm.
I didn't think
we have
there...
a huge monster problem here, literally and also figuratively. The monster is huge, and it is also huge problem. I need your help.
Why
Okay.
are you doing that?
Doing what?
Talking so loudly. Who is listening in?
I am the Bürgermeister, Nancy. If I appear to be scared, how will everyone feel? The last thing I need is the castle newspaper picking up on how bad things are.
The castle has its own newspaper?
This is a good
Of
question.
course. Doesn't yours?
I don't really live in a castle.
How do you protect yourself from peasant uprisings?
It's never really been an issue. Can you tell me a little bit about this monster?
What? You want details? It's a monster. It is monstrous. Get rid of it, please. And thank you.
Oh, I love this line.
I like your lederhosen.
Watch this.
Yes, yes. Get it out of your system now, Fraulein.
Oh, this is so good.
What do you mean?
No one likes lederhosen. Look at these. All of these straps and hooks and what have you. It's like I can't be trusted to keep my shirt on. Do you know how long it takes me to put these on in the morning? 9 minutes. And it's not like they look good. I look like a sad old Pinocchio.
Then why do you wear them?
It's part of Marcus's barbarianization of the castle. He wants to give tourists a more authentic experience when they come here.
It sounds like you're not a fan of that idea.
I grew up here. I know authentic. If he wanted authentic, he should have come to me instead of stuffing the castle full of idiotic tourists. No offense to you and your fanny pack wearing, loud talking country people.
It sounds like you don't like tourists.
We have no business having tourists here. It isn't right.
So were you playing with dolls?
Earlier, you hid some things when I came in. Were they dolls?
Fräulein, these are not dolls.
Okay, what are those items?
These are injection molded, professionally crafted, physical, tactical, multi-directional place-holding avatars.
So they're dolls. Got it.
Oh, right.
Therefore, a fully immersive strategic map-inclusive campaign tabletop set I've built.
Okay, I know those words, but that is the extent of what I took away from that sentence.
He built a board
You
game,
Americans
Nance.
would call it a game.
Oh, yes, we would call it that.
He
But
built
that
a
is
board
because
game.
in the rest of the world, games are not taken seriously. Here, we take games very seriously.
Well, at least
very
you do.
seriously. That is why German board games are the best in the world.
Sure.
They are?
Yes, they are. Just so you know, many of the most popular games throughout the world actually were created in Germany. And now
Sure.
I'm working on creating a new game.
Okay.
When it is done, it's going to turn the strategy world on its ear, which, now that I think about it, as an expression, does not make a great deal of sense.
Why's that?
Because why would it be on its ear? This is preposterous.
No, the other thing. Why is this game so important?
He's
You
just,
have to see.
he's very proud
Tell
of
me
his
your play.
creation.
It's not perfect yet, but it's pretty great so far. At least that is what
Oh,
I
boy.
think. But you should be sure to tell me what you think. Don't be shy. I can always use constructive criticism.
Sure.
I'd love to.
Okay.
Great. It's called Raid. The game is very simple. It's just about using
We need
the
to
best
play a couple of
strategy and, of
rounds
course,
anyway.
finding the coolest looking character. Ready?
I'll play blue if you play the other two colors.
All right.
Oh, excellent.
So it's 3-person minimum, which is difficult for some of us, i.e. me. Okay. So they don't do much explaining to this. The game rules are down here, but no, I am not going to read them. It's very simple. Spin the spinner, move the number. If you land on a flower, I think you have to go back. If you land on a heart, you move forward to the other heart. Black spaces move back, white spaces move up to the white. And in this case, I landed on blue. So here's what we do. We have to pick somebody to duel with. I'll pick you. And we pick our highest blue number, which in this case is the fairy. She's 13. The card with your highest number, I win, so I move forward 5 spaces. If he'd won, I would have to move back 6. It's not that hard. Okay, I'm sorry. Flowers give you, or hearts give you a card. Flowers take a card away. White spaces move you up to the white space. Black spaces move you back to the last black space. It's not that difficult. Alright, so he is on orange. I have a mirror that's 15. I win. He has to move back 4 spaces. Cool. Done. Not that hard. Tedious and takes a long time, but not that hard. So he has to move back 7. Tedious and takes forever, but not that hard. Alright, I'm going to challenge you because you have less cards. I have a 9. Let's hope he doesn't have anything better than that. He does not. I get to move ahead 8. Okay. And I think you have to actually win a battle of red when you get to this square. So you can't actually win unless you win a red battle. Which means towards the end of the game, as you're getting into this last lap area, you're going to want to start hoarding your really good red cards. See? He landed on black, goes back to start. Okay. Both have the same number of cards, so let's pick on you. That's a good one. I'm not going to worry about hoarding the good cards yet.
Victory!
We've got to get into the last lap before I start worrying about hoarding the good cards. Alright, so this is a red battle. I actually have 2 of these huntsmen, so we'll go ahead and give him one of them. He's got to move back 3. I win. Alright. Ooh, you're going to battle against yourself, are you? Too bad you didn't win. No, he actually did win that time. Alright. Ooh, I actually got a decent roll. Purple does something else, but I forget what. Alright, let's pick on you this time. And we need a blue. You it is. Alright. I win. I get to move ahead too. Okay. Ooh, you're still dueling yourself. Huh? Well, I guess that makes sense since this side only has 2 cards. I'd pick on this side too. It only has 2 cards. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel again. Alright. So we're gonna pick on this guy. It's a red. We're getting to a point where I want to start hoarding my red cards. But... okay, I could have kept that one and done a 9, but oh well. Alright. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that you're still picking on this guy. Okay. Oh, okay, so purple is steal a card from another player. Oh, now I remember. Sure, I'll pick on you. Well, actually, you have better cards. Probably. That'll work. Okay, so you're on green. I actually want to hoard that one if we can. I have 2 of these guys and they're both 12, so let's just use this guy. I win, you lose. Bye. Okay. Let's start. Ooh, I have to give up one of my cards. You know what? I have 2 of this guy, so we can give this guy up. Let's pick on you. This guy. Okay. Done. Not that hard. Perfect. Oh, good, and I got a huntsman. That's great, actually. Okay, cool. Almost done with this game, actually. So no matter what I roll on this next turn, we end on a red, and I have to then pick somebody, and we have to defeat them with a red card. Perfect. I win, and we win the game. Beep.
Nice round. What did you think?
It's a
I
good.
loved it.
I knew it. I said to myself, Carl, this is the one. This is a game that's going to put you on the map.
All right then.
Take this for your trouble.
Thank you. Ooh,
Thanks.
thank you. What was that? 13 francs. Very nice. So who's Lucas?
Who's Lucas?
Lucas is the castle's other monster.
What do you mean?
Sorry.
He's the head of security's son, so he's always wandering
Okay.
around, meddling, talking, endlessly talking, chattering away about some inane thing. It never ends with that one.
Okay
How
then.
could someone who knows so little talk so much? The talking is more annoying than all of the pranks.
All right then. So catch me up on what's been happening with these sightings.
Can you catch me up on what's been happening with these monster sightings?
The castle is emptying out. I've never seen people be this nervous. You've got to get to the bottom of this quickly.
I will try. So, what's happened so far?
What has happened with the monster so far?
I don't know. I've heard all sorts of things. Magda saw him out in the woods last week. She was out
Magda?
gathering herbs after a rainstorm. She drops her basket, and when she looked back up, she saw him standing there. She was sure she was going to get it, but the monster just walked away.
Where is Magda? Can I talk to her?
You can try, but good luck with that. She's bolted her door, and she hasn't come out since that night. Come to think of it, you should leave her alone.
I just want to ask a few questions.
I just want to ask her a few questions.
That's what I was hired to do.
I know exactly what you want to do, and I'm telling you that you need to leave
Fine.
her alone.
Thanks. See you later.
Fine.
Bye.
Understand, I am not happy about this. Hi, yep.
What did you do to Ned?
Hi, Frank.
I'm serious. You better hope his brain is under warranty because you have broken it.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Is he really upset?
I've never seen him this upset before. Joe's working overtime to cheer him up. I don't know exactly what's going on, but you might want to give him a call. Ugh, this connection is awful. Give me a call when you've got a better line. Let me know what you're up to. Joe and I will keep an eye on Ned.
Yeesh.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Alright, so they haven't started playing up the idea that Frank might have a thing for Nancy yet. So it's fine. But like, ew, that's kind of weird though, right? The guy who's got a crush on you is trying to like...
This must be the room that Carl set up for me.
Obviously, it's got your name on it. Oh, okay. We do need to call Marcus first. Just to kind of, because he hired us, so we got to check in with him first.
Hi, you've reached Marcus. I'm out. My assistant can be reached at any hour of the day or night.
Okay. Let's try Ned. We got to call Ned.
Hello, you've called Ned's telephone. Please leave a telephone message.
Ugh. Alright, let's try Frank. I'm sorry, okay?
Hi. You get in touch with Ned yet?
I've tried, but I can't get past his voicemail.
Well, Joe's been keeping him company.
That's good. Ugh, relationships.
Yeah,
Tell
you're
me
no
about
good
it.
at them.
It's funny that I'm more comfortable tracking down some dangerous saboteur than I am having one of those relationship talks.
Same here. Occupational hazard, I guess. So, what's going on in Germany?
I mean,
I'm in
maybe
a
they'd
pretty
be a decent
spooky
fit,
old
but...
castle, and the people here are being terrorized by a monster.
What's your take on the situation?
I'm not so sure. I've got a really strange feeling about this place.
Well, if you need anything, give me a call.
That's not
Will do.
distracting at all when you're on the phone, you know? Having a cuckoo clock pop
I'll let
out
you go. Bye.
Catch you
every
later.
few minutes when you're trying to have a conversation. I'll try him again.
Hello, you've
Nope.
called Ned's telephone. Please leave a telephone message.
Nancy is legitimately the worst person to have in a relationship status. You know what I mean?
This might come
Ooh.
in handy.
Yes, please. Nancy, like, she is the worst friend. She's the worst girlfriend. Like, obviously she knew Ned had been planning something for a little while, right? And she gets a call, and instead of being like, oh, I'm so sorry, I have plans, can we do this next week? She's like, oh, you need me there when? Cool, I'll just go do it right now. Screw the boyfriend, don't care. Just gonna go do what I want. And it's like, oh, Nan. Hi.
Nancy Drew, is it? I understand you and I have much in common.
I'm not so sure. I
who
don't
are
believe
you?
we've met officially.
Meet officially? What? With papers and a stamp? What is this? Meet officially? Silliness. I am Renate, officially, and you are Nancy, officially. Is that official enough for you? Should I invite a third party to witness the exchange, maybe?
No, that's all right.
I mean, I
What
like
did
the
you mean when you
sass.
said we have a lot in common?
But I want to know how you knew my name.
Perhaps I'm wrong about that. You are here for the monster, yes?
Monster? What monster? I'm just here for vacation.
Monster? What monster?
What do you know?
Good try. But I don't buy it. Let me tell you what I know. You're here for the monster. Now I tell you something you don't know.
Oh?
This monster, he's here for you.
Oh?
What makes you so sure of that?
I'm a storyteller, Nancy. I deal in fate and tragedy. And when a
Okay.
young girl suddenly finds herself called to a monster's lair, it is always the first breath of a tragedy. I should know. Leave while you still can, Nancy.
I'm not going to do that.
I didn't think that you would. You're part of this story now.
Huh. Okay.
What did you mean when you said I was part of the story now?
You'll figure it out.
I think you're just trying to scare me.
And if I am, is that such a bad thing? You have good reason to be afraid.
Oh? Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me?
Threatening you? No. No, I'm not threatening you, Nancy.
Have you heard much about this monster?
Have you heard much about this monster?
Let me tell you a story a friend told me. She stayed here with her family a long time ago when she was a young girl. Back then, the woods outside the castle walls were a very dangerous place, especially for a little girl. That's why her father told her she was never going to the woods alone.
Oh?
This little girl? She had a small red scarf that came all the way from India. It had a parade of gold-stitched elephants, all walking in a line. She was very proud of it, and how far it had traveled just to belong to her. One day when she was playing in the field, a gust of wind carried the scarf deep into the woods. When the girl's older sister saw her walk into the forest, she tried to stop her, but it was too late. She couldn't catch up. Two girls went out into the woods. One came back.
What happened?
There were monsters in the woods that night.
What kind of monsters?
What kind of monsters?
Does it matter what kind? That girl never came home, never saw her family, her friends ever again. Who cares what name, what kind of monster it was? That means nothing.
I mean, she's right. There are monsters in the world. They're just not the kind that we think of when we say the word monster, you know?
How well do you know Carl?
Him? I know him as well as anyone can, I guess.
What do you mean?
The way he locks himself up in the castle. He never leaves. He's hiding from the world. Why do you think he's doing that?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Me either. What are the chances that the reason is a happy one?
Probably not great.
Right.
Okay.
The story about the girls. Who is this friend who told it to you?
You wouldn't know her.
I'm just curious. Is she your age? Is she from here?
I'm always
Why
curious.
would it matter to you? Leave it alone.
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
I'm a traveler, much like you. I see the world. I tell stories.
But why are you here now?
I do not know yet. If our time together is a comedy, then I was brought here by coincidence. If our time is a tragedy, then it must be fate.
Okay.
Where are your favorite places to visit?
That's one way to
Places
look at
with the
it.
best food. The people in the north are dull as mud through dirty spectacles, but they make a knockwurst and apple fritter that will take up residence in your soul. Oh, and in the Black Forest they make cakes. These chocolate cakes with cherries and cream. Oh, what I would give for one right now. There is nothing like having a full belly and taking a nap near a fire.
That does sound nice.
It is. Sweet food is my one true weakness in this world. It isn't great for the old teeth. It makes me fall fast asleep. But those are small prices to pay. Oh, all this talk has made me hungry.
Thanks. See you later.
See
Okay
you
then.
later.
So she likes Black Forest cake. I mean, who doesn't? Nice chocolate cake with cream and cherries. Ooh, mine. Ooh, we're gonna need this German vocabulary. Hang on. We're gonna have to start reading stuff. It is getting to that time. Also, give me a quick snip of that. There we go. And then let me just stick that under there. Why do that, you ask? You will find out later. Ooh, that's a very evil smile on that model. Anyway, okay, back to work. Back to work, I say. All right, back to the game. Okay. Mark your calendar. Only 2 days remain until the state of die Ungerhartlicht Nacht Festival, celebrating another year with no return of the legendary terrifying monster. The annual event kicks off with the traditional cattle release back into the pastures. Activities and entertainment continue throughout the day, with our own local stars, Polka Prowess, headlining the event, performances in the main courtyard, the complete festival schedule, and competition sign-up sheets will be available at the information booth during the festival. Experience the fun, celebrate the laugh. Malevolent monster may manufacture mob mentality. A monstrous terror has again descended on our fair castle, leaving many to wonder if the fabled monster has in fact returned. No, I don't think so, said Karl Welsner, the castle burgomaster. Every now and again these stories come up, bubbling back up. Most times it's nothing. Welsh's voice may sound confident, but his eyes betray a certain worried expression. Whenever the monster comes up in conversation, we've all taken precautions. We're ready for everything. The upcoming festival should be a time of fun, not fear. While generally the annual festival is a time of celebration and a chance to host excited visitors from around the globe, this year's event is promising to be altogether drab affair. There is only one time I've seen the castle this empty around the festival time, Welshner continues, and that was the year of the accident. Frequent readers may be surprised to hear Welshner make reference to the accident, a topic he's been extremely tight-lipped about since the fateful fall evening years ago. Perhaps the looming shadow of a malevolent monster is enough to dredge up unpleasant memories all around, no matter how deeply buried they may be. In addition to unpleasant memories, a new threat seems to be building behind the castle walls. Officials worry that the atmosphere of fear and worry may cause castle residents to react violently if provoked. Ooh. So it does seem that most people think the monster is real. Ooh. Ah, there's the shiny I was looking for. Okay. I don't think there's any other shinies around here. Alright. Cool. Anything up? Yep, there is one there. Cool. There is also one here, I think. Yep, right there. I am collecting francs. Hello?
There must be a specific order to play these in.
Ooh! A glockenspiel.
I have to translate that.
What does that say? Stairs ahead. Okay. Ooh, hello. Anything fun around here? Okay. Librarians, professors, folklorists, librarians, professors, folklorists, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm, better known as the Brothers Grimm, were born a year apart in Hanover, Germany, in 1785 and 1786. Their childhood was a relatively happy one until their father died when the boys were in their early teens. After his death, and the death of their grandfather shortly thereafter, the family struggled to make ends meet. Eventually, both Jacob and Wilhelm entered the University of Marburg to study law. It was there at the university where the brothers' interest in collecting folk and fairy tales was first piqued. While traveling in France as a research assistant for one of the professors, Jacob became fascinated by a German manuscript of old stories he'd found. Interested in keeping the tales and culture alive, Jacob and Wilhelm began their search for other such tales. The brothers solicited help from their friends as well as trips to the surrounding countryside in order to obtain as many tales as possible. A large majority of the tales came from female acquaintances such as Dorothea Wilde and the Hessenflip sisters, Amelia and Jeanette. The first edition of Kinder and Hermannskull, Children's and Household Tales, was published in 1812 and contained 86 different tales. With the success of the first edition, the Brothers Grimm continued their search for additional tales. Though they attempted to keep the tales as true to the original telling as possible, the first edition was thought to be unsuitable for young children. As a result, each subsequent edition of the book was edited slightly in order to make the stories more suitable for all audiences. The second edition, released in 1815, contained 70 new tales, and 5 more editions followed over the years. The final 7th edition had 210 tales still seen today. The fairy tales were not only a well-known project from the Grimms, they also started work on Das Schwurbelschlitz, a detailed German dictionary that traced the origin of German words. Though they were unable to publish small portions of the massive undertaking in their lifetime, the dictionary was such a large project that it wasn't completed until nearly 100 years after their deaths. Jacob Grimm also invented Grimm's Law, a formula that explained how consonants changed across languages. By the end of the 1850s, Jacob and Wilhelm Grimm had received numerous honors and awards, were members of the Göttingen 7, been librarians to the king, and respected throughout the world before their deaths in 1863 and 1859. Their names live on forever as one of the foremost folktale collections of all time. Yes. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, so are you the one who tried to keep me out of the castle?
Probably. I've been known to do things like that.
Yep.
I'm Lucas.
Hi, Lucas.
I'm Nancy Drew.
Hello, Nancy Drew. Do you want to play Monster?
Sure.
Okay, what's that?
The best game ever. I just got it. It's really pretty awesome. Let's play a round. We'll play
Okay.
2 rounds, and the win goes to the farmer with the most live cows remaining at the end. This time, I'll be the farmer, and you will be the monster. As a
Okay.
farmer, I'll place all of my cows on the board.
Yep.
Then you get to choose 3 cows to become secret monsters. When you're
Okay.
ready, start the round.
So I want to choose this one, and this one. All right.
Choose a cow to kill in any pasture connected to one of your monsters.
Let's select this one.
Once a cow is dead, you'll need to move any scared cows or monsters in adjoining pastures to a new location. Then I'll guess which of my cows is your hidden monster. Once
Nope.
I'm done, it's back to you to make another kill. Be careful, because if no live cows are connected to a live monster, you'll have to skip your turn, and I'll get to guess again.
That's usually my strategy, though. Is to skip my turn.
When I guessed correctly,
He
one
got
of your
it.
monsters will be killed, and I can either choose to guess again or pass. We'll continue taking turns until either all 3 monsters or all...
Okay. So, my strategy is usually to get one of the monsters off to the side. Right? Is usually my strategy.
Then the round is over, and we switch roles. You'll be the farmer, and I'll be the monster. The second round is over when either all 3 monsters or all the cows are dead, making the farmer with the most survivors the winner. Let's play.
Okay. So now we get to play for real. Alright. So here's the actual strat that I tend to do. Actually, let's claim this one over here. Here's the actual strategy that I tend to do. Let's grab this guy. I don't want to move my monsters first. Alright, he got that one. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. Let's take this guy. Let's go there with you. Okay. So then I take this guy. And we're going to start confusing and confounding him in a few minutes. There. So my strategy here is to confuse him to death. I don't have to do anything, and he's just going to continue to kill people randomly until he only has 4 cows left. Okay, now my strategy for farmer. First off, I want to keep colors together and on the edges. Okay. Now, let's talk. There we go. I'm going to keep colors together and we're going to keep them on the edges here. Just like that. Okay? That makes it harder for him and easier for me. So we know it's one of these two. I'm going to say this one. Yep. All right. I guessed right. That one. Alright, so we know it's one of these three. So I am going to guess this one. So it's this guy. It's that
Nice
green
game.
one.
Here you go.
Should I pick a set?
Yes?
Oh, okay. Here, let's grab this set.
It's a card for that game that Carl is always playing. They're pretty cool, actually. I have a bunch. I'll give you some, if you can beat me at Monster.
Sure. So what do you know about the monster terrorizing the castle?
What do you know about the monster that's been terrorizing the castle?
I heard that it's a forest yeti.
What's that?
It's the saddest and most terrible of the monsters. It lives alone in a big cave usually, and it gets so hungry that he thinks he's going to die. But he doesn't want to eat because he has to eat people, and he doesn't like to kill people. So he tries to eat vegetables, but they make him sick. But one day, he can't wait anymore, and he runs into the town, and he grabs up a whole bunch of people and eats them all, and he goes back to his cave. And he's so sad about all of the people he's killed that you can hear him crying and howling for miles.
Lucas!
Sounds kind of like that.
Okay, then. So, what do you know about
What
Renata?
do you know about Renata?
She's not so great. My dad says she's lucky that they let her come here. She has a reputation.
What kind of reputation?
I don't know. She steals or something. No one here trusts her, and she's always trying to boss me around, stopping me from doing anything fun.
How so? Does she stop you from bugging Carl?
She's just in the way. I don't like her.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I could be like, you must have a reason for not liking her, but she's in the way. That's why he doesn't like
Okay.
her. So, what do you think of all the tourists?
What do you think of all the tourists who come here?
They're so boring. Every group says the same thing, no matter when they come. They all make the same stupid jokes, and I always have to pretend to be amused.
Yeah, that's fair. So why are you
Why are
pranking
you always
Carl?
pranking Carl?
I tried with everyone else, but they're not good at noticing. Carl is, though.
Well, okay
He
then.
notices everything and gets all crazy and red when you mess with him. Have you seen all of the cool stuff he has in his office? When I get to use it, I'm going to build a small version of the castle with all the secret passages.
Secret passages?
Ooh, hello.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where are the secret passages? Where do they go?
I can't tell you. They're secrets. Plus, there are a few places here that I'm the only one who knows where they go.
Have you seen the monster?
Have you seen the monster?
I don't know.
How can you not know?
I saw something. I don't know what it was.
Where?
Where?
Down in the passageways. It was awful.
What did you see?
What did you see?
Probably a monster.
So, I think I'm not sure he's the one behind the monster sightings yet. Aren't you worried about getting in trouble with Carl?
Aren't you worried about getting in trouble with Carl?
Oh,
Eh?
Carl can't catch me. That's just how it is. Carl couldn't catch a cold that was looking for him. He couldn't catch a ball if you glued it to his hand. He couldn't catch an acorn if he was the ground. I can continue if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay,
Go for it.
ahead.
He couldn't catch a thing if he was a different thing. I really didn't expect you to say yes.
That's okay. I got him.
Have you always lived here?
Yep, the whole time. My dad's the head of security here, so I know pretty much everything there is to know about everyone here.
Well, all
Most
right
of it's
then.
boring, but not all of it.
Oh.
What do you mean?
I can't tell you, I'd get in trouble. But it's bad. My dad says all castles have bloody histories because they're built by greedy men. He says there's a lot.
What does he mean when he say that, or what does he say about the history of this castle?
What does he say about the history of this castle?
I can't tell you. Also, I don't really know.
Okay, fair enough.
Bye.
See ya!
Ooh, a gift shop.
Guten Abend, Frau. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie... Oh,
Not
do I
really.
speak German? No, sorry.
No. I am the one to apologize. Karl, the Burgermeister, is supposed to tell me a little bit about each guest, like the language you speak and where you're from. This way I can have everything prepared for your stay. But again, he has not done this correctly. I'm Anya, the Castellan. I'm in charge of guest services. I'm here to help you with anything you need during your stay.
Nice to meet
Why
you.
are you...
I'm Nancy Drew.
Ooh, that's
Pleased
a
to
bad
make your
look,
acquaintance,
though.
Miss Drew. You sure picked an interesting week to visit. You must have a strong heart.
What do you mean?
What?
So-
You don't know? Then it's nothing.
It must be something, or you wouldn't have said anything.
The castle's worked up in a panic right now, so I have to warn you that your visit here may not be the world-class experience we aim to provide. But I will do my best to make sure that your visit is a happy and safe time for you.
So I know enough German to know that she said basically, good afternoon, ma'am. Do you speak German? Is basically what she... Because I know Nacht is night. So she either said good afternoon or good morning, ma'am. Do you speak German? Because Frauen and Fräulein are basically woman, so... I know enough German to get the basic gist, but no, I am not fluent. I think my dad used to actually speak conversational German, though, back in the day. But anyway, so takeaways. Takeaways so far from our very first opening conversation with Anya. First off, it's a bad look that she's throwing Carl under the bus immediately, right? There was a very different way to handle that. When I go, oh, no, sorry, I don't understand German. Rather than going, oh, no, it's not your fault, it's mine. Carl's supposed to tell me what language you speak, but once again, Carl the Burgermeister is an idiot. Rather than doing that, the simple answer is, not a problem, ma'am. It isn't my problem. It isn't my fault, not yours. You know? And then you move on. Or, oh, my apologies, ma'am. And then you move on. You don't have to explain that Carl's been an idiot. That's a choice, not necessarily something you needed to do. So, instantly, the first thing she does when we meet is throw Carl under the bus and call him a moron. Okay, that's awkward to see a worker doing that to their boss immediately, but cool, okay. I mean, I guess we could all be different that way. It's just like it's a little awkward to do that. And then immediately she goes into telling you about the monster, right? Like right after she says Carl's an idiot, she goes into Castle's a little worked up, so your visit might be bad. Sorry. Oh. I cringe again, right? Like immediately the next thing I do is just cringe hard again. Because it's like, if they don't want to work people up in a further panic, why are you telling visitors that the castle's in a panic? But okay.
Why is everyone a little spooked right now?
Oh, it's... Well, I suppose you'll find out about it anyway. I might as well be the one to fill you
You
in.
started
Mind you,
it!
don't get upset. Are you the easily frightened type?
No.
No.
I mean, me,
Good.
yes.
You'd
Nance, no.
tell me if you were. There's nothing wrong with being scared.
I'm not. Promise.
Oh, I'm a chicken.
Okay,
Nance
good.
isn't.
But you do not need to worry about this, I see. How do you say this? There's a monster situation potentially taking shape.
A monster situation?
Well, that's
Elaborate,
the buzz around the
please.
castle. You need background. This castle has a history. Legend around here says that a monster lives in these woods. Once in a great while, he returns seeking a victim. People think that time is now.
Why?
What makes everyone think the monster is coming here now?
As long as I've been here, people always pointed out signs of his return. Cows would go missing, flocks of sheep would disappear, claw marks would appear on the trees.
Fair enough,
Everyone
and
would
maybe it's a
say,
bear?
The monster will be here soon! But when he doesn't come, everyone calms down and forgets about the legend until strange things start happening again.
Are strange things happening now?
Yeah, but different this time.
How so?
How so?
The signs are the same, but everyone is reacting differently. It's spooky. I heard once that before a tsunami, all of the animals will run to a higher ground. They just know.
Not entirely
That
true.
is what it is like this time. We all just know.
What can you tell me about the monster?
What can you tell me about the monster?
I don't know, Nancy. A lot of the older people here say they've seen it, but none of them will say what it looks like.
Why not?
Not sure. Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they did, and they don't want to remember. But everyone will tell you about the strange things that have been going on.
Like what?
Look, I could get into a lot of trouble for telling you things like this. Can you promise me that you won't tell anyone that I am telling you this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Not saying a word.
I promise.
Okay. For the last little while, there have been these weird howls from the woods. The sound, it's no animal I've ever heard of, and it is definitely not human. It sounds, I don't know, frustrated? At night, you can hear the thing. It's circling the castle, getting closer each time. It's terrible.
Okay. So what do you think of Renata? What is a Castellan? What can you tell me about Lucas? Do you believe the monster is on his way?
Do you believe there's a monster on his way here?
What do you want me to say, Nancy? I can't answer anything like that at work.
Please?
Please, I won't tell anyone what you say.
I do. It's stupid, I know.
Oh.
But there is something terrible out there. I can just feel it. We all can. It's taken everything I've got to stay here through this.
So what do you think of Renata?
What do you think of Renata?
I love her stories. Sometimes when she comes, the two of us stay up until the sun comes up, just chattering away about this and that. You ask me, her reputation is completely undeserved.
Reputation?
What reputation?
It's difficult to explain exactly. A lot of people say that wherever she goes, bad fortune follows.
Do
Well,
you
okay
think
then.
that?
Not really. But she does always have peculiar timing. Come to think of it, whenever the castle gets to talking about the monster, she's not far behind.
Really? Do you think she has something to do with the monster sightings?
I'd be surprised. But then again, no, never mind. It's nothing.
What?
Okay, I shouldn't be telling you this. One time when she was here, and again everyone was all worked up about the monster, and she told the stories that scared everyone who listened half to death. So later that night, when everyone was locked in their houses with the windows shut tight, I caught her snooping around the castle.
What was she doing?
Really?
That's just the thing. I couldn't
How
figure
dare
it
she?
out. She didn't come back for a long time after that. Actually, that was the last we heard of the monster for a while, too.
Interesting.
What do the people who live here think about the monster?
People have stopped talking about it. Those who can have skipped town. Those of us who really live here, let's just say you're not going to be finding many open doors on a night like tonight. People are scared.
Interesting.
This monster, does anyone know why it's supposed to be here?
Legend says he comes from the forest whenever the girl in the necklace walks the castle halls, and he will stop at nothing to steal her away into the woods.
Well, then what happens?
No one knows, but these girls, they are never seen again. None of them.
Okay, what do you think of Carl?
What do you think of Carl?
I think that Carl has been placed on this planet to test my patience.
Oh.
So you two don't get along, I take it.
The fact that that man got elected makes me wish we were back in the days when you had to pull a sword out of a stone or a lake or something to assume power. He'd never be able to figure it out. Too many steps. What with the pulling and then the not dropping it and then the remembering to tell people about what happened.
Well.
Do people around here trust Carl?
Apparently enough do. He's still got the job.
So it's an elected position, eh? Not just somebody that, like, gets hired on? Interesting.
Can you tell me a little about Lucas?
Has he been bothering you? Be honest now.
No, just curious.
No, I'm
It's
just
fine.
curious.
He's my nephew.
Really?
His father's the head of security here, so Lucas has pretty much got the run of the place. Although, that goes to his head now and again. Don't let him pester you too much now, and let me know if he's bothering you.
Okay.
Will do.
He's got too much energy for sure, and he's a little too smart for his own good, but a good kid still.
Has
Has Lucas always been such a prankster?
Since we're on the subject.
Unfortunately, yes. I swear he was trying to trick us before he said his first word. Even as a baby, he had this glint in his eye like he was up to something. It was less cute than you'd imagine, actually.
Why does he seem to target Carl?
I know. You are thinking I condone it. I don't. Lucas's father is always so busy running security. Honestly, I think that Lucas is a little lonely these days. He doesn't have a lot of friends at school, from what I can tell.
Really?
He must like the attention. That being said, I think most of these so-called pranks are Carl's doing.
Oh?
What do you mean?
The
How
way
so?
he blunders through life. It's not surprising that he always thinks he's the victim of some practical joke. He's the victim of a joke, all right, but it's more cosmic than practical.
And you are once again saying this to a guest because she doesn't know I'm here to investigate the monster. So she thinks I'm just a regular guest. What is a Castellan?
What's a Castellan?
I'm in charge of the overall guest experience here. Carl, who you may have met earlier, is the Burgermeister.
So she's a
sort
concierge.
of like the mayor. Or, I mean, that's what he would really be if he actually did any work. I'm sorry, that wasn't really appropriate. Long day.
I mean, girl, you've already said a ton of stuff that is not really appropriate.
So, how did you get such a cool job?
I get asked that all the time. It's really fun here and pretty competitive. I got my job by working my way up and managing smaller households and attractions in the area. Then one day there was an opening. I turned in my resume and crossed my fingers.
Okay, then.
You've got some great stuff in here. Is any of it for sale?
Of course. This shop is very popular with tourists. Most everything is for sale. You'll find the prices listed.
Okay.
I'd like to buy some souvenirs, but I'm low on money. Any idea how I could make more?
People are always dropping coins around the castle. Oh, and Carl has been offering to pay for people's help on that silly game of his.
Well, all right then.
See you later.
Bye.
Okay, then. Ooh, Grimm's baddies. No story is complete without a villain. In Grimm's fairy tales, the villains tend to fall into one of three categories: monster, social misfit, or stepmother. These characters sent the heroes of the stories through the ringer in their attempts to rid themselves of the heroes for good. And the baddest of the bad were truly awful. In tales featuring children, you can always count on at least one wicked parent. Interestingly, the villains the children would face in the outside world would usually be the same gender as the wicked parent at home. If the father was evil, the kids would face down an ogre or a robber. If the mother or stepmother was wicked, the children would invariably be facing a witch. The monster category contains one of the most recognizable fairy tale villains of all time, the wolf from Little Red Cap, known as Little Red Riding Hood. This notorious scourge of pleasant walks to grandmother's house has been frightening children for generations. But he's not the only monster lurking in the pages of these tales. Heroes and heroines often found themselves facing both real and imaginary monsters during their trials, from bears and foxes to trolls and giants. While the first villain category contains actual monsters, the second category consists of social misfits. These everyday humans, typically male, have been left behind law-abiding ways, while neither spiritual nor outwardly terrifying. Robbers, brigands, and raiders never fail to cause their fair share of distress to our heroes and heroines. It's the final category that strikes the most fear into the residents of a fairy tale world: these stepmothers and witches. This band of malevolent miscreants is as deadly as it is deceptive. The villains of this group make up a good portion of the top 10 most well-known villains list, including the not-so-charming ladies from Little Snow White, Cinderella, and Hansel and Gretel. Each tale serves as a dire warning, with the villains playing an integral role in getting across the story's true message. From don't talk to strangers, like Little Red Cap, to greed will get you nothing in the end, like the fisherman and his wife, fairy tales and their dark villains offer endless amounts of wisdom for those who live to tell the tale. Fun. Beware the countryside of Germany. Monstrous creatures roam the forests of the nation, striking terror into the hearts of all. The Netziker is a type of vampire that drains the life force of its victim rather than their blood. generally individuals who had family ties to the vampire when it was alive. The Nancvember also has the ability to shapeshift into a pig. No stakings are needed to render this vampire harmless. Simply place a coin in its mouth instead. The doppelganger, literally meaning double goer. This creature is an exact physical double of a living person. Of the two, one is believed to be evil, the other good. Coming face to face with your doppelganger is seen as an omen or warning of impending doom. The Wolpertinger, a hybrid monster made of many different parts. The Wolpertinger is generally portrayed as a horned rabbit with wings that makes itself at home in the alpine woods of Bavaria. Wolf. A magical belt is said to transform the wearer into this legendary werewolf. The boxing wolf has the keen senses and the speed of a wolf, while retaining a sharp human mind. Unlike a traditional werewolf, it can be killed by any weapon. The Nixie is typically a half woman, half fish. The Nixie has the ability to become fully human and walk on land. This malicious shapeshifter usually stays in her watery home, singing her siren call and luring men to their death. I don't want to buy that, but thank you. All right, then. Can I buy the clocks? No. Oh, the art of the glass. Hello,
Huh?
what are you?
I wonder what this says. Maybe the pictures will help me figure out how to crack this code.
Tradition runs deep in Bavaria, from food to dress to arts. Bavarians take pride in their regional identity. Crafts and tales are passed down through generations, and festivals celebrating heritage are held annually. Glass blowing, one of the oldest traditional arts, is still practiced throughout the region today. Renowned for their beautiful designs and intricately etched crystal. Today's glass blowers use techniques and processes nearly identical to those first used in the region centuries ago. It starts with a basic mixture of sand, lime, and soda, placed in a furnace and heated to around 1600 degrees Celsius. The sand mixture becomes molten glass under the high heat, ready to be worked by the glass blower, collecting some of the liquid glass on the end of their long blowpipe and pulling it from the furnace. The glass blower must work quickly to shape the red-hot glass into its final form. During shaping, the glass cools rapidly and must be placed frequently into the furnace to reheat it. During the shaping process, additional ornaments like handles, borders, or colors are often worked into the piece. Pre-colored glass fragments can be used to add additional colors, or the glass blower can combine different metal compounds with the sand mix that will result in multitudes of colors. From adding chromium for emerald greens to gold for luscious ruby reds. Once finished, the final piece is placed in an annealer oven. This heat-regulated oven allows the glass to slowly cool at a regulated pace. This reduces the stress in the glass, thereby making the entire piece structurally stronger. Depending on the size and thickness of the glass, the annealing process generally lasts anywhere from hours to days before the glass is ready to be removed from the oven. Along the glass route in southern Germany, visitors can tour numerous glassworks and smaller private workshops and see firsthand the magnificent pieces being made by the artisans who continue to practice the craft. Regional galleries, museums, and souvenir boutiques offer the final glass products for purchase, helping keep the tradition alive, supporting local art community, and allowing others to bring home a piece of the magic. How pleasant. There's actually a theme park near me that offers glass blowing, where you can actually blow and create your own glass. I will be taking that. Also, where's the cuckoo clock? I was just looking at it. Here we go, this guy. I do need that. We are going to need that as well. Thank you. Oh, black forest cake. That looks delicious. I do want to say that. That looks amazing. Now. Hi, Anya. How's it going? Quick question, Anya.
Nancy, what happened? You look very sad.
Not what I was aiming for, but alright.
It's my boyfriend.
Well, you can always talk to me about it. Us girls have to stick together.
Thanks.
So, what's with the glass display?
What's with a glass display?
Ah, you noticed. Glass blowing tradition is very strong in the areas around Bavaria.
Ooh.
We do quite
Yeah, I
bit
read a
of
whole
glass
book
blowing
about it.
here ourselves. Normally we have demos, but it's been so hectic here the last few days, we'd had to stop them for the moment.
You make glass here?
Could
in
I
the
get into the
castle?
castle?
Oh, yes. I wish you could see it. Glass is everyday magic. Out of all this power and fire comes something delicate and strange. It's sad how easy it is to forget just how odd and beautiful a simple piece of glass can be.
This is true.
I guess so.
It's one of the old things. Renata is always saying the old things are the best. Do you think she's right?
I mean, it depends on what old things you're talking about, right? Like, sometimes they're the best, sometimes they're not. I'm gonna go with sure.
Sure, I guess.
She might be right. But you could also say that the monster is also one of the old things.
Can I see the glass shop?
Can I see the glass shop?
Oh, sorry. It's locked until everything settles down. Only Carl and I have keys, but we're both too busy to supervise anyone down there at the moment. Sorry, Nancy.
All right, fine.
I need some boyfriend advice.
You came to the right place.
Oh?
I think I need to apologize, but at the same time, he needs to let me live my life. Of course, I want him to be a
Girl.
big part of it, but
Oh, I have so
I don't
many
know how to
problems with
explain
Nance.
Well, luckily, this one's easy.
First
For
off,
me, at
just
least,
tell him
as
that.
the advice giver, tell him exactly what you just told me.
That's it?
That's it. Talk it through. Relationships are like plants. They grow stronger if you talk to them. That one works better in German, I think.
No, I don't think it does,
Thanks.
actually.
I'll give it a shot.
No?
I know it will work. Oh, when I was your age, I had the most wonderful boyfriend. The whole world was always just so perfect when we were together. There's nothing like love to bring order to a scattered world.
Doesn't sound like you've gotten over him. You good?
See you later.
Auf Wiedersehen.
You good, girl? I don't think she's good. I think she's got a problem. Hey, speaking of boyfriend problems.
Nancy, it's Marcus. Cell phone reception is not
Oh!
up there.
It's
Give me a call back on
Marcus.
the landline in your room.
This is not my boyfriend. This is the guy who hired me to do this job. Alright. Well, look, I tried calling you earlier, but you wouldn't answer. So, alright. Oh, that's the Bürgermeister. Sorry, Carl. Wrong room. Sorry, Carl. Let's call Marcus then, shall we? Ooh. I feel like the music's up
Marcus
a
here.
little loud.
Hi, it's
That
Nancy.
could just be me.
So, what's everything look like at the castle? Have you got everything under control?
So far.
Great. I'm on my way down. I'm about 4 hours away, but I'll try to be here if you need me. Thanks again for helping me out. It'd be great to have the whole thing tied up by the time I get in.
I'll do my best.
In 4
That's
hours?
what I'm expecting. I'm bringing some foreign
Okay,
investors to the castle tomorrow.
cool.
Big money, big time investors. I mean like stupid rich. Like, happy birthday, I got to that town in France you wanted rich. I want everything tied up with a neat bow. Signed, sealed, delivered, stamps, the whole 100 yards. You're like my personal stylist here. You gotta make me look good.
Stylist? I'm here to get rid of the monster, right?
Nance,
Business
follow
built on
along.
metaphors, fast talking itself, aggrandizing anecdotes. Like the time the Prime Minister told me that my yacht was fantastic.
Right.
Okay.
I knew you'd be a fast learner. That's my favorite type of learner. Favorite type of car, too. You prove yourself to me. In this case, I see big things in your future. Look at me. I started out small like you.
Favorite type
Now
of
I've got
car?
4 houses.
You lost
3
me.
in Berlin and 1 somewhere. Told my realtor to surprise me. Really should track it down someday. Also, I own a castle, but you know that.
Yeah, so what do you know about Anya?
What can you tell me about Anya?
Anya's Anya, always has been. I was surprised to find out she was working at the castle, but that's synchronicity for you.
I'm sorry,
Why
what?
were you surprised she was working here?
We used to date.
What?
You and Anya? Really?
What?
Yeah, it was years ago.
She didn't mention that.
I'm
Huh.
not surprised. The breakup didn't exactly go well. Well, no
Oh.
breakup goes well, right? That'd be weird. Anya was pretty upset and she ended up acting a little strange.
Strange how?
Oh.
It's not really... It wouldn't be very gentlemanlike to get into what went on. Let's just say she is the reason that I make sure my shoes are tied before I break up.
Wait, what happened?
I'm just being dramatic. It was rough. We got through it. When I find out she was working at the castle, it was weird at first, but stranger things have happened.
Oh.
Look, Anya and I have had our problems. But in business, skill comes first. She's very good at her job, and customers love her. That's good enough for me.
Okay, so she just told us about a boyfriend she had when she was just a young girl like us. Is it possible that that's Marcus? And is it possible that he broke up with her, but she didn't let it go? So you're the one who broke up with Anya?
You're the one who broke up with Anya?
Yes, I'd rather not get into the specifics, but I did end the relationship.
What do you think of Carl?
He's not my ideal manager, but he does an adequate job when he's not working on that game of his, that is.
Okay, so wait a minute. Do you hire Carl? Or is he elected? Because Anya said he got elected to the position, but you're saying he's not your ideal manager. So did you hire him or was he elected? How is that working?
Have you tried Carl's game?
No. I do not play games, but if I did, I would not play them with Carl.
Can you tell me a little bit about this monster?
No, other than it was a terrible timing, which is rude, by the way. I
Okay.
don't deal with these sort of things. I hire people to do it for me. I'm big picture, Nancy, like a dinosaur's yearbook. I don't do small print.
Like a dinosaur's yearbook. You know what? We'll let that one go. That's not even the strangest thing he said in this conversation. Okay, what do you know about Renata?
What do you know about Renata?
Nothing. Is that a person?
Yes, she's a traveling storyteller.
Oh, okay. I'll add that to the list of things that you seem to think that I need to know.
Wow.
Why do you insist that everyone dress up?
The castle isn't a
Delightful
hotel,
person.
Nancy. I'm not renting out a room. I'm providing an experience. I want our guests to create memories that they'll never forget during their visit here.
I mean, that's
Like
fair.
seeing a monster?
Are you implying that I'm behind the monster sightings?
Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility.
It is so far out of the realm of possibility that it has crossed the sea of you are wrong and landed in the realm of ludicrous accusations.
I mean, to be fair, he did find
I
he
do
did
admire
hire a
your
suit to
thoroughness.
bottom.
Good hustle.
Okay, cool. Oh, I mean, at least he's not mad at me for
Thanks.
it.
See you later.
Get it done.
I mean, he did hire me, right? Oh. And the phone rings immediately again.
Nancy, I think we need to talk.
Ned, I'm so glad
Oh,
you called.
there we go.
Ned, you know the truth is I'd love to have you here with me instead of all the way at home.
I feel the same way, and I know that. Just forget it sometimes.
Oh, Ned, you don't need to change. I like you just the way you are.
I get
I
weak
mean,
thought that I think
girl.
I'm spending too much time waiting for exciting things to happen to me like they do for you. After we got in a fight, I did a lot of thinking,
Okay.
Me too.
and I came to a decision. I may not be an internationally known sleuth, but I'm happy to have one in my life.
Really?
Maybe it's time for me to be a little more daring.
I'm happy to hear that. I'd have you along on my adventures anytime.
That means a lot. Thanks, Nancy.
It's true.
Well, maybe one day we'll work together on a case.
You might be right.
Wait, really? I'd better start working on my sleuthing.
Sorry, the connection is bad. I'll call you back from the landline.
Ooh! Ooh! Are we getting a hint of the next game already?
Hiya, Nancy.
Alright, so is this all... Okay.
I'll let you go.
Bye!
See you soon.
I don't really need to talk to you, I just wanted to... So... Hi! Yeah, okay, yeah, I got you.
It's the monster! He's struck again!
Oh my gosh!
Follow me to the courtyard!
It's just non-stop! No time to...
What?
You didn't put
happened
the
here?
fire out, you just let it
is not past
burn?
the gates! This has never happened before! Nancy, this is different now. You better leave.
No, I just got here.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Look, I blew off a romantic
No,
getaway with
I'm
my
going to tell
boyfriend for
Marcus
this.
that whatever happens to you is no longer my responsibility.
I'd better find a way to put out that fire, and fast.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? I blew off my boyfriend who was planning a romantic getaway, which, by the way, Nan, can we talk about that? Nan. Girl. You blew off your boyfriend who you knew was planning a romantic getaway for two to come to
Monster did
Germany
some
and do
major
this.
damage out here. There's something strange stuck in that door.
Ooh.
What a peculiar looking burr. If I can find out where it's from, that could help me track the monster.
Okay. By the way, what does this say up here? No, I can't. It won't tell me. If I go this way. Florist! Okay. That we are going to need to know. The florist is D. That we are going to need to know. Alright. Florist D. Capitalized. We're going to need to know that for later. Alright, so Nancy is legitimately just the worst. Ooh, Francs, thank you. Big fan. By the way, can we talk to people? Not you. Time for another screenshot. Yeah. Alright, so time for another screenshot, and I will put this one over here. Something to this effect. There we go. Going to need that later. Actually, Nancy has a camera phone, so we could always just do that. I forgot Nancy's got a camera phone now. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, we're not done outside. Also, the music is still all spooky. Oh! The phone's ringing again. We're not done with conversations.
Call me back on the landline.
Oh, alright. Back to more conversations on the phone. There we go. There we are. I can navigate. I can navigate. Hang on. We get there. I can navigate. What the? Aye!
I'd better find something else to wear. I really wish I had my suitcase.
Nancy, for you to put on. Okay, I guess I'm wearing this dress now. Because my plaid skirt and white shirt are soaked. You know what? Just grab a hairdryer. Go to the bathroom, grab a hairdryer. You'll have it dry in like maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It'll be fine. Alright, Marcus wants me to call him on a landline. Although, to be fair, I only have 4 hours until Marcus arrives. So maybe I don't have time.
Marcus here.
Do you believe that the monster could be
You
real?
told me to call!
If it is, I know a guy who will pay through the nose for movie rights.
That didn't exactly answer my question.
Didn't it?
You told me to call,
See you later.
and that's all you wanted? Okay, fine. Yep. All right. Nope. That's fine. Thank you. I appreciate being made to jump through hoops. Jeez, you're as bad as Chantal. Oh, since you want to be my new maid so you can have access to the rooms, guess what? You're going to be my new cook, too. Then I don't have to pay anybody anything. Woohoo! Jeez, you're as bad as Chantal. Okay. So, let's talk lists.
Can't check that off yet. Still have to do that.
Because
That's
so far
done.
we've talked to
Still have to
everybody,
do
but I
that.
haven't even looked at my list.
Can't check that off yet. Did that. Haven't done that.
All
Haven't
right.
done that.
Explore the foyer.
that. Haven't done that. Still have to do that. Check.
All right.
Haven't done that. Check.
Okay.
That's done.
Woo! So we've got a lot to do. We've got to explore Carl's office. We've got to read the game guide in his study. Explore the courtyard, which I have
check
yet
that
to
off
finish. Find a way to get Carl out of his office to see what he's hiding. We still have to explore the foyer, which I don't think we can check off till the end. Find a way into Renata's bag, which I know how to do that. Decode the paper with the picture of the sun. Can't do that yet. Ask around the glass shop for a key. I can ask Carl about that next. Find out where the burr came from. Find a light. Explore the well. All right.
What are you
So
wearing?
much stuff.
You look like you're in a cartoon.
It's for the
It's
festival.
for the festival.
It's so puffy. Are you sure you're even in there?
Thank you very
Yes.
much, Lucas.
You're welcome.
Kids. So I hear you've got a reputation as a prankster.
I hear you have a reputation as a prankster.
If you want to call it that, I guess that you could. But really, they're not just pranks. They're something better.
Oh?
Like what exactly?
I don't know, but pranks are stupid. I've got better things planned than just stupid pranks.
Okay.
What do you have planned?
You'll see. Something good. The people around here will be talking about it for years.
Oh. So, do you like living here at the castle? Oh, okay. I am going to give you guys the break video. I'll be back in like just a quick second. on that. Are you trying to help?
Wow, yeah. Jump in that snow. Run in that snow, doggy. Yeah.
Poor thing, it's up to her belly.
Yeah. Seems like she's having a ball, though.
She loves the deep snow. She absolutely loves the deep snow.
It's like, I don't know where to go. I'll just keep running.
I mean, like, she kind of hates it when it's just like, you know, a little bit of snow. But when it's deep like this, oh, she loves it.
There she goes.
Did she come back?
No, she's going fine.
It'll probably make him more anxious. Whatever happens to you, he's cold. You have no clue. You didn't say what we saw. I don't care. What exactly? Not sure. I'm not sure. The time is still real here. Now it's all gone. Maybe the fog. Hey, I turned it off.
Sorry if I put too much video on your phone.
Don't worry about it. I have a thing to take care of that.
I kind of figure you did. Get it, Kay? Don't let that box get away with being unopened. You tell that box.
Pretty sure she already took the cookie out.
Doesn't seem like it.
Okay, sorry about that. I needed a quick hit of caffeine. I am dragging. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. I am trying to stop it, but I am dragging throughout the day. Anyway, so do you like living at the castle?
Do you like living here at the castle?
Yeah.
It seems like a weird place to grow up.
I
I
mean,
don't know. He's not boring like some places. Did you
That's
know
fair.
that hundreds of years ago, they used to have a gallows here, and you could see it right from my window? When I visit my uncle's
Ooh,
place, he just has a grocery store outside of his window.
that's. I mean, if you're into it, macabre little kid.
Do your school friends like to visit the castle?
No.
Really? It seems like a place where all the kids would want to hang out.
Yeah,
Not
well,
really.
they just don't, okay? I don't exactly have a lot of friends.
I mean, that's. I'm sorry. Nothing wrong with that. Good friends are hard to find.
There's nothing wrong with that. Good friends are hard to find.
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Well, it's true.
Maybe for other people.
Okay.
Are you back to play more Monster?
Not right now.
Not now.
Okay, sure.
But I appreciate it. So, what can you tell me about Anya?
What can you tell me about Anya?
She's the best. She's the most fun person in this castle by a mile.
Oh.
Why's that?
She's taught me where all the fun places are in the castle.
Oh!
She knows a lot of games, and she's good to talk to if you have a problem. I wish she wasn't always so busy.
What's she busy doing?
I don't know. Probably something with Carl.
Why do you say that?
They're always fighting.
Really? Do you visit Anya at the shop much?
Do you visit Anya in the shop much?
Oh yeah. Want to hear a secret? If you give Renata food, she falls asleep in like a second. It's really weird.
Oh, interesting. What do you think of Marcus?
What do you think of Marcus?
Who?
He's the man who owns the castle.
Oh, okay. I don't know him. I think I heard my dad talk about him a few times. I don't think he likes him all that much.
Well, okay.
Why would you leave a bucket of water over my door?
I'm only allowed to watch 2 hours of television a week. I've got a lot of time on my hands.
Okay, that's fair.
Thanks. See you later.
Gotta do something to entertain yourself. Especially when all the adults around you are busy all the time.
Hello again, Nancy.
So did you and Marcus date?
Did you and Marcus date?
Yes, but that was a long time ago.
Were you two serious?
We were. Oh, at least we thought we were.
Ooh.
You know how it is. But that's all in the past now. We chat every now and again for work, but that's about it.
So I'm getting the feeling that he was the one that got away for her. So Marcus is okay with you working here?
So Marcus is okay with you working here?
He wasn't at first, but he asked around and found out I do a good job. We both decided to be mature about it.
Okay.
Did you leave this costume out for me?
No. Someone must have left it out for you for the festival. It looks great on you. Huh.
What?
Oh, that dress. It just looks really familiar. I wonder where I've seen it before.
Bye.
Okay
Bye.
then. Interesting. So it's not awkward that you now
locked.
work for your ex? Danger! Fire hazard! Okay, that sign makes sense. Makes more sense than beware stairs. Okay. Let's go talk to Karl. We need to say a few things to Karl, the Burgermeister.
Nancy,
Carl.
glad you're here. Big news!
Oh,
the
yeah?
International Board Card and Dice Commission has announced that they will be accepting new games for review.
Woo!
That means I can send Raid in.
That's great
news.
Only
Only what?
What?
I have very bad luck is a simple way of explaining it. Always have.
But this doesn't seem bad.
Not yet, but you'll see. Nothing good ever just happens, not in my life at least. I'm sorry you don't want to hear any more of my old man problems. I actually need your help.
Oh?
With what?
Since you're the best raid player I've met, will you help me create a new character? I know this
Sure.
probably won't work out, but I want it to be perfect.
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, excellent. Yes, I just knew you'd help. Maybe with your help, this wouldn't be such a disaster.
Okay.
I'd like you to help me come up with a new character. It is going to be based on the bear-skinned creature from the old tales. Should it be male or female?
Female.
Female.
Thanks.
So have you seen this bird
Have you
before?
seen a burr like this before?
Let me see. Yes, I've seen something like that out in the woods.
Oh, have you now? Anya mentioned a glass shop.
Anya mentioned a glass shop.
Can I
you
get
help me
in?
find a way in?
She did she? Fine. You want to look in there? Go ahead, but stay away from the furnace.
Why's that?
It's a glass furnace. It's deadly.
It is,
We've
actually.
had accidents. It is not for fooling around. Be very careful. You could die down there.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Thanks.
It is a very dangerous. Glass blowing is very dangerous. So what do you think of Marcus?
What do you think of Marcus?
He does not know what he's doing. He thinks we should all listen to him because he has a briefcase. Any fool can get one of those things, and anyway, they are silly. What is this, 1986? Not anymore, it isn't.
Okay.
What do you think of Renata?
Did you know that Anya wants her to go? I don't understand why. She's such a great storyteller.
Really?
This isn't the first time she's come here, you know. Although it was before my time, she knows a lot about this place.
Really?
Anya told me she likes Renata.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Maybe she's trying to impress you by pretending to be far friendlier than she actually is.
This thing, what is it? Why does everyone just call it the monster?
Honestly, there is not much we know about it.
What do you mean?
Most of us have only seen the destruction it leaves behind.
Oh?
But it still seems like you would know enough about it to at least give it a name. After all this time?
I heard it had a name long, long ago.
Okay.
The villagers, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, they knew the monster. They would leave food for him deep in the woods. They were all terrified of him, of course, but so were the wolves. If they kept the monster fed, he would not bother them, and they could raise their livestock in peace. But one night, the monster broke into the castle and kidnapped the Freiherr's only daughter.
Oh.
He was broken-hearted and decreed that the monster be killed on sight. He demanded
okay then.
that the townsfolk no longer leave food in the woods. It was forbidden to speak the monster's name in town.
Was she ever found?
Was his daughter ever found?
No one knows. No one even knows how true the story is. It was a long time ago. But there are many stories like it that happened in these walls.
Well,
Thanks, see you later.
interesting.
Goodbye.
Okay. Interesting.
It looks like I need to match the glass pattern, but I don't have all of the pieces.
Oh, okay. I don't have all the pieces yet for that one. Let's talk about a brief history of Castle Finster. Perhaps we should do this in more of Carl's voice, yes? Construction began on the castle in 1436, but it was the Freiherr Amsel and third owner who was responsible for the castle's completion. He had purchased the incomplete property with the intent of making it into an ancestral seat that would be passed down through his family. Sadly, of his 4 children, only his daughter Elsie survived past childhood before suffering an early tragic death herself. At the hour of her death, the hands of her beloved cuckoo clock mysteriously stopped. Devastated by her loss, the Baron became a recluse in his own castle. From that moment on, upon his death years later, the castle was sold to another lord and has changed hands a few times since, but continues as a privately owned residence and entirely self-sustaining community today. The clock, which became a special symbol for the castle, remained on display until 1894 when it was damaged beyond repair. Though her time in the castle was brief, Elsie left behind a lasting legacy. It was her feminine touch that transformed the cold stone interior into something grander. Proud of her region's heritage and traditions, she wished to showcase the talents of local craftsmen and artisans by furnishing the castle with their work. Many of the original pieces purchased by Elsie are still on display, along with more recent acquisitions, such as an intricate glockenspiel, decadent velveteen hangings, and stained glass windows, the largest nearly 20 feet tall. Even today, Castle Finster continues the tradition of supporting and displaying local crafts. After the original glass-blowing facility and its subpar safety measures accidentally burned down in 1923, a new updated glass hot shop was built to maintain the tradition. The new studio even allows residents and visitors to watch as glass artisans work on commissioned pieces. From Elsie to present day, the castle community remains proud of their unique heritage and culture and gladly put it on display for the world to enjoy. I get it! You want me to go to the glass shop? I'm working on it. I do also want to note, stand in hall is B. That should be a caps B, not a lowercase. Going to need to know that for later. We'll also want to do that for me more than anybody else. Okay, cool. Good to go. Now, let's talk to Renate.
What are you wearing, Nancy? Change out of that this instant!
What's the matter? It's just a costume for the celebration. It was left in my room.
Who left that in your room?
I don't know.
I don't know. It was just there with a note to put it on. I still don't see what the big deal is.
Change out of it now!
Okay. Fine, if you insist, I'll go change out of it now. Okay, let's go change out of it now. That's not how I left that.
What happened?
Oh, my
Who would
land
do
sakes.
something like this?
My skirt and top have been shredded. Okay.
I better hang on to this.
17 is TK. I should write that down. Probably actually write that down. Down here. Okay. Does it matter? Not really. Am I going to do it anyway? Absolutely. There we go. All right. Let's get back into this. Cornered by the monster and unable to reach the safety of the castle, the girl jumped down the deep, dark well. The rainwater from the blowing storm was just high enough to keep her from plummeting to her death at the bottom of the well. Above ground, the monster raged, furious that she was now out of his reach. The girl listened in terror as the monster paced near the well's opening, roaring in frustration. Could this be the site of a desperate escape attempt? Afraid that the monster might follow her in, the girl desperately looked around for another way out of the pitch-black well. She struggled to stay afloat, running her hands over the walls for any sort of hold. Finally, she came across an area that differed from the rest of the stones. She examined it closer and found something that... Okay. So we should go look in the well. Yeah, this way works. Let's actually go talk to Renata. See what she's got to say.
Why are you still wearing that?
I can't.
My clothes, they're gone. Someone tore them to shreds.
This is bad. Who did it?
I don't know. I don't even know why anyone would want to do it.
You know
Someone
what?
thinks
If I
it's
get a
important that you look the
t-shirt,
part, it seems.
you know what? If I get a t-shirt from the gift shop, right? Hear me out. Hear me out, Nan. You get a t-shirt from the gift shop, okay? You take the t-shirt, you put it over the dress you're currently wearing, maybe shorten the skirt a little bit. You'll be fine. I got you covered. So, do you think the stories are all real?
Do you think the stories are real?
I know. I think some part of the story is. I do not know. But you need to live as if it was true.
You said, I
Okay.
know. What do you know?
What do you know?
I'm an old woman who speaks many languages. When I'm tired, sometimes the words do not behave as they should.
All right. We'll go with fair for now.
You're right.
You know the expression truth is stranger than fiction?
Yes?
It is true, especially here.
Okay. What do you think of Anya?
What do you think of Anya?
You ask me? She should be in charge of this castle. She's smart, she's strong, she actually understands the history of the castle.
Why is that important?
When I'm here, I try not to tell the stories of what has happened at this castle.
Why not?
Fate has a cruel habit of digging in its claws when tempted. But I will say this. In the event of disaster, I'd rather have Anya in charge than Karl.
Huh.
Why do you have such a bad reputation?
That's not up to me to decide or care about.
Why's that?
I have more interesting things to think about than my reputation. And so do you.
Oh, like what should I be thinking about?
Are storytellers still in demand?
No. Today people want flashy computer games and big budget movies. They want instant gratification. The old stories, they traveled from one storyteller to another for millennia. Now they are dying off.
That must be sad for you.
No, I know the stories. You do not. It is sad for you.
Okay, fair enough.
How much longer do you plan on being a storyteller?
As long as I've got teeth, false or otherwise.
Okay. So, do you and Carl get along?
Do you and Carl get along?
No.
Why is that?
I ask you, do we seem like we should get along? He's an officious bureaucrat. He's desperate to control everything. You can't trust someone like that.
Interesting. Okay. So, Anya's take on Carl is that he's an idiot who doesn't understand anything about life, right? That's Anya's take. Anya's take is Carl's a moron. Why would anybody want to be anywhere near Carl? Carl is stupid, right? Renata's take on Carl is that he's an officious bureaucrat who wants to control the world, right? But, I mean, could you be both? Could you be somebody who has control issues? Well, I guess you could, right? I guess you could just be an idiot with control issues. Because Marcus doesn't put much stock in Carl either. Nobody likes Carl. I'm starting to wonder why everybody hates poor Carl. So what are you really doing here?
Why are you really here?
What do you mean?
Anya told me you have a habit of showing up whenever there's talk of the monster. Is that true?
Trust me, I don't keep track of gossip when I'm traveling. The weather, yes. The gossip, no.
From what I hear, it doesn't seem like a coincidence.
I'd watch what I said if I was you.
I can't.
Nancy?
I can't watch what I say. It comes out of my mouth.
Do you have a
Can't
home?
see it.
Or are you always on the road?
Of course I
It's
do.
not a cartoon.
Where
it's
is
not a
it?
comic book. I
Here.
can't see what I say.
Here's home. Wherever here may be.
It seems like it would be lonely, always traveling.
It is. You're always leaving home. But then again, You're always heading home.
Do you have a family?
Do you have a family?
I did, a long time ago.
What happened?
I've lived to be very old. Not everyone is as lucky as I am.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. We had beautiful days while they lasted.
Interesting.
Have you ever seen anything as strange as this monster on your travels?
No, but I've heard stories.
Whew.
Every place with a
Everybody
history
in
and
this,
a dark corner has its
everybody
own
in this
monster
game
to
is
worry
so
about.
chatty.
Why do you think that is?
2 possible answers. The world is either full of bored people or extraordinarily shy monsters.
Why don't you tell stories about the castle when you're here?
This land, this castle, has known more than its fair share of misery.
Oh?
There is a saying from where I'm from. When death goes to take a ride, he follows the road that serves him best.
If that's what you believe, why are you here?
My affairs are mine alone. And anyway, a good storyteller knows to leave the big reveal for the end.
What if I don't want a story? What if I just want to know why you're here?
You're very persistent. I was right to like you. Still, my life's work is words. I know them well. When to speak. More importantly, when to stay silent.
Where are you going after this castle?
You like
I
talking
don't
in
know yet.
riddles.
Wherever I'm needed next.
Do you think you're needed here?
I must be if I'm here.
What do you mean by that?
You must learn to relax. Don't pull all of the mystery out of your life. It's no fun that way.
Have you met
Would you like
Nancy?
some food?
Her entire
Welcome
thing.
to my world, food!
Yes. Do fall asleep instantly.
I need to get to that box without waking Renata up.
Okay. So we need to move all the stuff here as nicely and quietly as possible. Without waking her up. Right? I would ask why she has a bell in her bag, but let's be real. We kind of know why she has a bell in her bag, right? Like, at this point, it's kind of obvious why she has a bell in her bag. In case somebody goes snooping through her bag. Got it. The Owl and Other Grimm's Tales. Ooh.
I'd better hang on to this.
25 is N. 200 or 300 years ago, when people were far from being so crafty and cunning as they are nowadays, the extraordinary event took place in a little town by some Miss Hans. One of the great owls, called horned owls, had come from the neighboring woods into the barn of one of the townsfolks in the night time. When the day broke, did not dare to venture forth again from her retreat, for fear of other birds watched, which raised a terrible outcry whenever she appeared. In the morning, when the manservant went into the barn to fetch some straw, he was so mightily alarmed at the sight of the owl sitting there in a corner that he ran away and announced to his master that a monster like the like of which he had never set eyes on in his life, and which could devour a man without the slightest difficulty, was sitting in the barn, rolling its eyes about in its head. I know you already, said the master. You have courage enough to chase a blackbird about the fields, but when you see a dead hen lying, you have to get a stick before you go near it. I must go and see for myself what kind of monster it is, added the master, and he went quite boldly into the granary, and looked around him. When, however, he saw the strange, grim creature with his own eyes, he was no less terrified than the servant had been. With 2 bounds he sprang out, ran to his neighbors, and begged them imploringly to lend him assistance against an unknown and dangerous beast, or else the whole town might be in danger. If it were to break loose out of the barn, where it was shut up, a great noise and clamor arose in all the streets. The townsmen came armed with spears, hayforks, scythe, and axes, as if they were going out against an enemy. Finally, the senators appeared with the burgermeister at their head. When they had drawn up in the marketplace, they marched up the barn and surrounded it on all sides. Thereupon, one of the most courageous of them stepped forth and entered with his spear lowered, but came running out immediately afterwards with a shriek, as pale as death, and could not utter a single word. Yet 2 others ventured in, but they fared no better. At last one stepped forth, a great strong man who was famous for his warlike deed, and said, "You will not drive away the monster by merely looking at him. We must be in earnest here. But I see that you have all turned into women, and not one of you dares encounter the animal." He ordered them to give him some armor, had a sword and spear brought, and armed himself. All praised his courage, though many feared for his life. The 2 barn doors were open, and they saw the owl, which in the meantime had perched herself on the middle of a great crossbeam. He had a ladder brought, and when he raised it, he made ready to climb up. They all cried out to him that he was to bear himself bravely, and commended him to St. George, who slew the dragon. When he had just got to the top, and the owl perceived that he had designs on her, and was also bewildered by the crowd and the shouting, and knew not how to escape, she rolled her eyes, ruffled her feathers, flapped her wings, and snapped her beak, and cried, "Toot toot!" in a harsh voice. "Strike home! Strike home!" screamed the crowd outside to the valiant hero. "Anyone who was standing where I am standing," he answered, "would not cry strike home." He certainly did plant his foot 1 rung higher on the ladder, but then he began to tremble. His half fainting, went back again, and now there was no one left who dared to put himself in such danger. "The monster," they said, "has poisoned and mortally wounded the very strongest man among us by snapping at him and just breathing on him. Are we, too, to risk our lives?" They took counsel as to what they ought to do to prevent the whole town being destroyed. For a long time everything seemed to be of no use, but at length the burgomaster found an expedient. "My opinion," he said, is that we ought out of the common purse to pay for this barn, and whatever corn, straw, or hay it contains, and thus indemnify the owner, and then burn down the whole building, and the terrible beast with it. Thus no one will have to endanger his life. This is no time for thinking of expense and miserliness will be ill applied." All agreed with him, so they set fire to the barn at all 4 corners, and with it the owl was miserably burnt. Let anyone who will not believe it go thither and inquire for himself. So they burned an owl alive because they didn't know it was an owl. I mean,
I need to
I
figure out the
guess.
color code to open this.
Okay, this is just Mastermind. And it's really, really, really easy. Okay, no blues. 1 purple. All right. No green, but we do have a purple in the wrong place. Okay, we're going to put a purple in the same place. We're going to put a red up top, 2 teals. Okay. 1 red, 1 purple, 1 teal, 1 yellow. Ooh. Red, teal, purple. Where's that purple? There we go. Purple, violet. Got it! Told you it was incredibly easy.
What's Renata up to? It seems like she's tracking the monster.
Well,
There's a dungeon in
hello,
this
hello,
castle.
hello.
I'd better find it.
Well, hello, 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 hello. What do you know? We've got a lot of
Still
stuff
have
to
to do that. Still have to do that.
All right, we need to
Still
explore
have to
the
do
well.
that.
We need to find a light.
Check. Still have to do that. Did that.
Okay.
Still have to do that.
Still need to
Still
explore
have to
the
do that.
foyer. We still need to
Still
explore
have to do
Carl's office. We were in there, and I meant to explore the office while we were there, and then I did not do that. So that happened. Okay, real fast. Pirate Donkey Ferry. Let's go over here. I want to write this down. We have Pirate Donkey Ferry. Then we have Bear Sparrow Mirror. Okay. You know what? Let's use this. All right, then we have Bear Sparrow Mirror. Okay. And I'm actually going to take this last one down here. And then we are going to say Thief, Bunny, Hunter. Okay? And then we're going to say Thief, Bunny, Hunter. I forgot to put an H there. That's good enough. Okay. Cool. Now, why on earth would I do that?
Oh, that's bad.
That's
That
why.
mess. I want you to put everything exactly the way it was.
Sorry.
Okay.
I will. It looks like I'll need to get the trays to their original levels.
Okay, so pirate, donkey, fairy, bear. Okay, I guess it's supposed to be wolf. Sparrow, mirror. Hunter's at the end, bunny's in the middle, and thief is up here.
Got it.
There it is. See?
Wait, what's that?
Hello. Karl, nein, du hast klein and Wall. Du musst den and the Freundin Vogel. I can't read that. I don't know why I'm trying. So 9 is definitely no.
I wonder what these orders he's talking about are.
Carl, no, you don't have a choice. Follow the orders given to you or else, Marcus. Okay. So this is just instructions on how to play.
That's
oh no, this
weird.
is the game.
This character has something special drawn here.
Ooh, the sparrow has a key. Okay. So this is the Fenris Wolf. He's based on the big bad wolf from Little Red Riding Hood. His howl chills the bravest warrior's heart. He is savage. He is cunning. Most of all, he is hungry. He is the big bad wolf. The Donkey King. He is a hero from the uncovered human king from the donkey. The stubborn and wise Donkey King has mastered the lute, and his hypnotic playing can bewitch unwary opponents. If his soulful plucking fails to subdue his enemies, he packs a mighty kick known to send all but the heftiest opponents skyward. We have the Golden Hunter from A Golden Man, based on the Gold Children. He is battle-ready and ever-vigilant. The Golden Hunter's powerful attacks are nearly unstoppable. Constant pursuit by gold-hungry poachers has left the Golden Hunter easily exhausted and poor health. Professor Sparrow is a hero from the half-sparrow, half-human story. He is based off of Father Sparrow from The Sparrow and His Four Children. This erudite warrior rules the battlefields with a sword-sharp wit and an impeccably assembled wardrobe. Professor Sparrow's lengthy lectures conjure nearby objects into formidable fighting forces. If challenged at close range, Professor Sparrow will execute a beak attack, or simply fly to safety, whichever's better. So this is a fairy folk imp. He's based on Rumpelstiltskin. In top hat and buttoned vest, this diminutive man stares at all with a large toothy grin, peddling treasures and temptatious trades. Bargaining with the little wandering man is a deadly affair. If you want to make a deal, this way, my friends, this way. So, Sailor Redbraid, she is a monster type, but she is also a human. She is from the Little Red Cap. Oh, I'm guessing she's supposed to be Little Red Riding Hood. From Little Red Riding Hood. This saucy pirate lass uses her magical eye patch to spot otherwise invisible creatures and far-off opponents. Redbraid wields a wicked boomerang capable of great attack distances. Though lacking defensive armor, she is spry and recovers quickly from injuries. All right. Fairy Trigger. So she is the witch from Hansel and Gretel, or any other fairy godmother will work. An eccentric old fairy, Fairy Trigger brandishes her magical remote control to manipulate objects and people. Her victims will lose all motor control when under the power of her remote. This is the Corn Cannoneer. He is from the Island People. He is Island People from how 6 men got on in the world. He's a peaceful farmer who harvests his corn crop with his powerful cannon arms. That seems illogical. Wouldn't you destroy the corn? But okay. His bulging biceps can barely control the cannons, resulting in low accuracy. Enthusiastic, but not very bright. The Robber. He's a human, and he's the robber from Bridgergroom. From Bridgegroom? Bridgegroom. Vicious, greedy, and sly, this knife-wielding, leather-clad criminal likes to outwit and ambush his prey. Watch your back. or he'll make sure you never see him. So Bonaparte is the sea hare, or is a sea hare, I guess, from the disguised brother in the sea hare. With the help of one clever fox, this transformed future king relies on a smidge of magic and lots of crafty trickery to best his opponents. Oh, I got a placeholder. The enchanted mirror. He's an animated object, magic-looking glass from the little Snow White. Gold frame and silvered glass make for fragile curiosity, but this treasure is much more than that. Clever and learned, always an answer has the enchanted mirror. Absolute knowledge is absolute power. Anyway, alright, so we've looked at the book.
This looks just like the picture in the raid guide. There must be something special about this painting.
Also, he had a painting done of one of his... Okay, cool. Of one of his characters. Awesome.
Still have to do that.
Okay.
Haven't done that. Did that. Still have to do
We
that.
still have to explore Carl's office, but we do have to get in here when he's not here. So we gotta find a way to get rid of Carl. We can't explore the foyer until the end. We
Haven't
can't
done that.
decode the picture yet. Find out where the strange burr came from. I'm working on that. Find a light to see down the well. Working on that. Explore the well. Okay. I did fix the cards I knocked down, though.
That's done.
Okay. We have got a lot to do. Like a lot to do. Okay. Not even kidding. So, first things first. We should head out here. And see what we can find out in the forest. 'Cause, you know, that's where everybody needs to be. Out wandering the forest. Ooh, more money. Yes, please. I guess we go this... Oh, okay, that's out. So we want to try this way. We're just going to wander around the forest until we find something. That leads us out again. Not exactly what I was aiming for. Aha!
That's the same kind of burr that I found in the storefront.
Ooh! Interesting.
Ow. I'd better find a way to clear a path first.
Okay. Interesting. Now, can I find my way out of here? Becomes the question. And the answer is... Ah! No, why did you ask? That's just crazy talk. Find your way out of here. Ah! 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 Nancy's great at orienteering. I mean, I'm kind of terrible, but you know. Alright. Okay. Well, we'll get out. We'll find a way out of here. I can do that. I can do that. This way. That is to the tree. This way. Well, I'll take the cash. Hang on a second. If I go back and turn this way. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's out. I found it. Nobody panic. I found the way out. Okay. And there's one last thing we have to explore out here in the courtyard. Okay.
These are pretty dull, but they might come in handy.
Yes, that they might. All right. On to the glass shop. Ooh, more money. Yes, please. I do like finding more money lying around. All right. Off to the glass shop. I mean, I could probably talk to people again, but let's go for the glass shop first. And then we'll talk about talking to people. I now have the key to the glass shop.
This is the lowest room in the castle. I should be able to find the dungeon through here somehow.
Ooh. Thank you.
This could come in handy.
Mine. I will be taking that. That's mine. That's mine. Anything else down here that's mine? No, but I will plug this in. And turn that on. And since she did say these were kind of dull, let's sharpen them up. Perfect. Done. All right. Anything else of interest down here? Sand.
I hate snakes.
Lucas! Okay. So, what we want to do here. All right. I need to make a note of that. Furnace is capital A. Okay, cool. Got that. And then we say flip the switch. Ooh. Hello.
This looks like it's about the legend, and there are letters in the corner.
Another one, eh? 19 OM. Okay.
Looks like something could fit in here.
Intriguing. Pretty sophisticated lock.
What's that? It looks like some sort of trapdoor.
It does look like a trapdoor, Nan. You are correct. Huh. Not much to do down here right now, but we found the castle dungeon.
Can't check that off yet. Did that.
So we got the
Still have to
dungeon.
do
We
that.
have not fully
Did that.
explored the glass shop.
Haven't done that.
We need a way to clear the path through the
Did
shrubs. We've got that.
Can't check that off
We
yet.
need to find a light so we can see the.
That's
We did
done.
find where the burr came from, though.
Still have to do that.
All right.
Haven't done that. Did that.
Okay.
Haven't done that.
All right. Cool. We've got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, so much stuff to do. Okay. So, fun things that we get to do. There's a lot of it. We can go, excuse me, back out to the woods. Where we can go back to that one area where we found the burr. Let's go this way. That's the tree. Ah, there we go. Found it. And then we can take our shears to it and trim away.
There's a camp back here.
Ooh.
It looks like this was dropped accidentally. I wonder what it's for.
I don't know, but it's mine now.
This will definitely come in handy.
That's also mine now. Woo! All the stuff that is mine now. Now, can I get out of here? And the simple answer to that is no. Why do you ask? I'm just walking around in circles at this point. Okay, we're still stuck at the tree. So let's turn this way then. That brings us back to the campsite. Ooh, money! Yay! Let's try this way. Okay, that way just brought us in a giant circle. Let's try that way then. You know, I have a map. I should probably use it. Okay. Where is Renata's map? Here we go. Okay, so this is the burrs that I'm standing at here. So if I go this way, and then we should be able to go to the wall side. Okay. So then I went door side, didn't I? Alright, well, let's try this then. I would love it if this map would, like, mark where I'm standing. That would be great. It doesn't, but it would be great. Okay. Let's try that way. Nope, no good. Okay, now we're at the tree. Okay. So now we're here. So if I go directly down from here... no, not this way. This way. Yes? No. Okay. Okay. So that's the tree. So then we go this way. And then, alright. So this has a turn to this side, which we don't want to take. We want to go straight. Yeah? And then there should be a curve, and we can go to the side. Nope, nope, none of that helped. Absolutely none of that helped at all. I'll get out of here. Oh, we gonna do it. We're just gonna wander around in the woods in just a giant loop. I swear this was supposed to be the way out. But it just leads me back in circles. Woo! More creepy music. We tried going this way. There we go! Found the way out! I just had to turn the other direction. Okay, cool. Got it. So we have a flashlight now. So let's take a look down here. What do we have?
Wait,
Hello?
what's that?
I don't know, Nance. Let's jump down and find out.
I bet all of the edges that are touching need to match up.
Yeah. Okay, so this one is locked in place. Okay, so this is our start point, right? We need a flower. And we need a bird. And we need a ring. So, do we have anything that has a ring next to a crown and a bird? No, we don't. Okay, cool. Then let's try a different flower. We definitely don't have a ring between two birds. That brings us back to where we started, with a ring between a crown and a bird. Okay. Do we have anything with a ring between an eagle and a redbird? No. Okay. So then let's try a different eagle up here. Eagle ring sword? No. Definitely don't have a ring. Okay, so we know we don't have that one. Eagle crown ring. Ooh, we do have one of those. Hello! Eagle ring crown. That means this would have to be a crown and a sword. I mean, I have that, but they're on the wrong sides. Okay. Follow me here. What if we try a different flower? That would be, we know that's not right. We know that's not right. Okay. So, it either has to be this flower or it has to be another flower. Okay, we know that's not right. So, it's probably this flower. I mean, I suppose it could be a different eagle. Alright, that would be ring eagle. That's not gonna work. This would be crown ring eagle. Do we have that? Yeah, but we just used it, right? So that would be flower, but then we would need another flower over here. So that would be flower ring crown. Wrong order. We have it, but it's crown flower ring. We'd need the crown on this side in order to make that work. Just not gonna do it. So we'd need crown ring bird. We don't have that. This would make it crown ring eagle, which we did have. Where did I put that? Here, right here. We do have, but the problem was red bird next to sword. Ooh, we got a red bird next to sword. Hang on. We have that. Red bird next to sword. Okay, then we'd need, there we go, eagle and crown. And then we would need, yeah, but we'd need a double sword here, and that's just where this falls apart. There's no way we get a double sword here. Okay, that still works. We'd need a flower next to a sword, and I just plain don't have it for that to work. Okay. What if... No, that won't work there because it doesn't have any eagle in it. Okay. Okay. No, because we need a ring here, or we'd need a crown here. Okay, so then we'd need sword, crown here. Oh, sorry, sword ring, sword ring. We have it, but it's on the wrong side. And then we'd need a flower crown here. We do have that. But then we would need bird, ring, sword, and we just don't have that. Not in that particular configuration. Also, this isn't matching up here, is it? So we'd need sword next to crown. So this is all wrong. Do I have a sword next to a crown? Well, there's this one. Yes. Okay, that works. Okay, then that means I need a different eagle piece up here. Okay. That's not going to work. Okay, so that would be sword, ring, eagle. Do I have a sword, ring, eagle? Not that isn't already used. I have a sword ring. But not a sword ring eagle. I have a sword ring flower. Sword ring redbird. Okay. So do we have a sword ring redbird? No. Okay. Redbird ring eagle. Redbird ring. Ooh. Hang on a second. No, they're not in the right order. No. The eagle would have to be down here. Okay, crown ring eagle. We had a couple of those, right? Not that one. There we go. That one will work. But then we'd need a sword crown, and I don't have one for that. It's frustrating. Okay. Get me one more piece placement. I don't need all of them, just one. Okay. Here we go. Hidden places. That ought to do it. Okay. So this would be, how do I open the door at the bottom of the well? Okay, yeah, we know the hexagon puzzle. Okay, so eagle crown, sword crown, eagle, red bird. Okay. So then we have, that one's correct. Ooh. Oh, this should have a crown on both sides. Okay. So, ring crown, red bird, sword, red bird. Okay, so this guy is our middle piece. From there, I'm just going to figure it out, right? We'd need a bird next to a flower for this one to work, so I'm not sure that's the one. This could be. Okay. So we'd need an eagle next to a red bird for this to work. Okay, let's work here. Red bird next to sword. I got that. Oh! There we go. I had them all in place. I just wasn't seeing them proper.
I better take that stone tile with me. I don't want anyone following me through.
Yeah, but doesn't that close the door? Guess not. Alright. Well. Okay then. Down into the tunnels it is. Cool. Ooh, we're gonna need these guys. So, let's get ready to snip. Shall we? There we go. I need to put this guy right next to this guy. We'll, hang on, shrink it down a bit. Okay, got one. Here's another one. We're going to need another snip. Okay. Actually, I think we're probably going to want to start putting these under each other so I can see them a little more easily. So let's put you here, more or less, and a little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller, actually. There we go. Okay. And then, so that gets us King, Queen, Knight, Dungeon, Dragon. This gets us, I think we have this one. Mouse, cat, yeah, we got this one. Money! Ooh! Catastrophic collapse continues to crush Castle's calm. It is simply referred to as the accident. A month has passed, but for those who were there are willing to talk about it. Among the most recent is the castle's own Burgermeister, Karl Wilschner. Since the accident, Wilschner has not been seen once in public. This latest blunder of Welschner's may ultimately prove to be his undoing. The castle leader has long been a decisive figure in the community for his eccentricities and questionable leadership skills. But the following last month's events, Welshner's critics have become more vocal. It's like he's hiding, said castle resident Helga Schrodinger. Which is not surprising considering what has happened. I'd be too ashamed to show my face. You'll find Schroeder's sentiment echoed throughout the castle halls and courtyards as residents seem fed up with their influential leader. In opinion of, continued on page 8. Burgermeister's anti-Toren rant caught on tape. It has been an open secret that Burgermeister's camp is staunchly against the practice of bringing tourists and the dollars they bring with them to the castle finster. While Welshner has vehemently denied this for months, a new recording has surfaced proving once and for all the blundering Burgermeister's distaste for the out-of-town visitors who keep the castle financially afloat. I say this! I do not want them here! Begins the audibly frustrated Welshner. Okay. Myth or monsters? So men on the street. Do you think the recent events are a sign of the monster's return? Osterclem, Undertaker. I'm not one to place a wager on such things, but I've put in an order for extra supplies. Ada Hartman, gate maintenance foreperson. They'd better not. That's the last thing I need right now. No, there'd better not be. Mason Winter, tourist. I'm sorry, I think I misheard. Did you say monster? Hey, where are you going? Myth or Monster by Helen Licht. It is a story as old as the castle. Someday older. Some say older. Bleh, I can speak. A primordial beast crashes out of the forest. A little girl disappears, never to be seen again. A community recovers, promising itself that this time will be the last. It has been decades since the last suspected monster attack, but still the castle waits and worries. To this day, it is still not known if the monster even exists. From total skeptics to absolute believers, everyone has an opinion. Some residents are positive that the monster is not only real, but will be appearing soon. Others remain on the fence, erring on the side of caution, only when events take decidedly spooky turn. One thing many residents agree on is the alarming lack of strong castle leadership in such a dangerous climate. Castle Finster must, above all else, be led competently. Burgermeister Welshner's weak monster policy and ideological reluctance to implement monster screening checkpoints at all castle entrances set a dangerous precedent. With Welshner's approval rating at an all-time low, residents refuse to comment until you turn to page 5. Cool. Good to know. Ooh. Hello. No. Back.
This looks like it's about the monster legend.
That rock sure looks familiar. Okay. This is actually an Easter egg box. You put 2 keys in here and you get an Easter egg out of it. I'm not doing an egg run this time. Okay, so this leads to the dungeons. Can I turn around from here? I'm guessing that's the wall for it. I mean, I didn't mean to exit, but here we are. Interesting. Okay.
Still have to do that.
Alright, decode
Can't
the
check
paper
that
with the
off
picture
yet.
of the sun on it.
That's done.
Got the well done.
That's done. Can't check that off yet.
Still need to explore the glass shop. We're missing some things. Find a way
Check.
into the passages.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Explore the hidden passages. We're
Haven't
not
done
done
that.
yet. Search for a boulder similar to the image I found and find some sort of shovel or scoop for digging. Alright, looks like we're going back into the woods. Oh, hey Lucas.
Come down here.
Hey.
I need your help. Can you go distract Carl? I've got a really great prank idea, but I need him distracted. Can you do it?
Sure.
Sure.
I'd
You
love
are my
to.
favorite new person in the world, Nancy. Come back and let me know when he's distracted.
Okay. Ow! Okay.
Thanks. See you later.
See you later.
Bye. So, is he behind the monster sightings? I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. They did make the one girl in Blackmore, Jane, was the villain in Blackmore. Although her thing was she wanted to get her parents back together.
Hi again.
Can you help me distract Lucas for a minute by staying at your desk?
Uh-huh.
He wants to set up a prank for you.
I will sit here and be your unsuspecting prank victim. And finally, I will be able to catch him in the act.
Ah, okay. So while I've got you.
Tell me about the accident.
What are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
This castle, it is very old. It is not built for so many visitors. When I started, I thought it would be nice to have tours, take people around.
Right.
And
I took a group down into the dungeon. I
Oh,
thought it would
no.
be fun to show them the cells. I did not know what would happen. I really did not.
What happened?
I closed the door and the whole room collapsed.
Oh my gosh.
Was everyone okay?
No one died, but a few came very close.
Oh my
I stood on
gosh.
the other side of the door and there was nothing I could do.
Is that why you don't want tourists here?
I am a magnet for bad luck. It is best that I be left alone.
Why do you say you're a
I'm
magnet
sorry,
for bad
man.
luck?
That must have been
You
rough.
will think it's silly.
No, I promise I won't.
When I was a boy, I took a train to Berlin with my father. He fell
Oh.
asleep, so I wandered the train. In the back, I found a boy my age to play with. Strangely, he looked just like me.
Like a doppelganger?
Exactly like a doppelganger. The boy was very strange. The whole time we played together, he did not say a single word. Very unnerving. Eventually, my father found us. He had this expression I'd never seen before. At first, I thought he was angry I'd wandered off. But no, he was scared. He grabbed my arm and yanked me back to our car. I remember looking at the boy, and he had the oddest
Train
smile.
car. Took me a second.
I don't understand.
You must never meet your doppelganger. And if you see yours one day, run! To allow them even a moment in your life is to be cursed, like me.
I mean,
You don't
okay.
really think you're cursed, do you?
After that day, everyone I loved, everyone I cared about got hurt or fell ill. So I moved here.
I mean, the thing is
Why?
that
Some
always
people hide in
happens to
castles
people
to
you
stay
love.
safe
They
behind the
hurt, they
walls.
get
I use
hurt,
these
they
walls
get
to
ill.
keep the world
It
safe from me,
happens.
but now, you see, even that isn't working.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
It's not. Now, if you'll please leave me alone.
So I keep finding
I
references
keep finding
to missing
references
girls.
to these missing girls.
Those I do not like to talk about.
You're supposed to help me
Yeah.
out here. I need to know what they mean.
Those girls,
Come on.
There's a monster's past victims.
Oh, really?
What do you mean?
No, I really want to know.
This monster, this is not the first time he's been to this castle looking for a victim.
I've gathered that.
All right, then. So why are these victims young women?
Why are the victims always young women?
No one knows. Some say that the monster takes a bride and that the two live together deep in the forest.
Is that what you think?
No. Come on now.
What do you think happens?
I do not want to know. Those girls never come back. That alone is enough to keep me up at night. And Nancy,
Oh?
if the monster is back, you do well to distance yourself from what you see in those paintings.
What do you mean?
We can only guess what will happen next by
I'm
what's happened
zoning.
before.
I'm sorry.
And
Woo.
if anyone here looks like one of the girls in the paintings, it'd be you.
Sure. You know what? Tonal shift.
I'd like to help you with your character again.
All right, now what do you think? Brown fur or black fur?
Black.
Black.
Blend in with the
Thanks.
dark of night. Technically, it should be dark blue.
See you later.
See you later, Nancy.
Because as we all know, real ninjas wear blue. Sorry. Look, I watch a lot of YouTube. That's from Gaijin Goomba's Witch Ninja series, okay?
Hey, Nancy.
It happens. So, what do you know about the stories of the
Do
missing
you
girls?
know what the stories about these missing girls are all about?
I heard that all those girls, they were killed by the monster.
Oh, really?
Do you think that's true?
I hope not.
I mean, fair enough. So Carl's
Okay,
distracted.
Carl's
Go. I'm
distracted.
looking at that paper
All right,
behind
I'm
him.
off. Wish me luck.
Luck!
The middle of this message is in some sort of code.
Ooh.
I bet if I try moving the letters around in the
Mine.
columns, I can figure out what it says.
Okay, so this is another one of these things. I don't mind these things. I'm going... Ooh, this is one that doesn't have a T at the beginning. Ooh, but it does have an A. So I'm going to say this is an A-R-E. O-F? Okay. So this is actually pretty easy for me to do, especially since they lock the word off in white when you get it right. Alright, so this is a 3-letter word. No T at the beginning, but no R in the middle. Ooh. Alright, let's work on this 2-letter word. In. Alright. This is another THE situation. Oh no, this is the 3T. Never mind, I'm there. I'm there. So this is fairly easy. Alright, there we go. There we are. So this is fairly easy. You just kind of go through T-E-M. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so it did have an R, I just wasn't seeing it, so there we go. I want to say listen, but that's not right. This one doesn't have, so this is the one that doesn't have an R in the middle here, which is interesting. Okay. Hang on. All right, 1 second. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. Do want to pull that back up. Okay, great. Thank you. That's what we want. Alright, now. So, no T at the beginning, no R in the middle. I do have an E. No, I mean, it's... And. One of the other really heavily used words. Okay. So, to... Deck is something. Alright, so far I don't really have much I can go on. Let's try T. Let's try another them. Yep. It's another them. Find? Find. Okay. Find can work. Okay. So this doesn't have a T in the beginning, so it's not a they. Hide? Not a hide. Okay. No. Okay. Okay, let's try this one. We have a T on this one. Play? Okay, we got to play there. Alright, play. Security? Cure. It's security. Alright. To the security booth. Security booth. Right? Yeah. To something the security booth, play the So if we're playing something, I'm going to assume notes are hidden. Some of this is because I've played it 1,000 times. Some of this is I'm remembering. Around. Play again. Below. Alright, list. Yeah, list and listed. Okay. In the... Okay. Order. Okay. Locations. Okay. I want to say this is another hidden. Okay, we got that. Which means... open. Okay. No. Okay. Castle? Okay.
I got it. I need
Got
to
it.
track down these locations and find all of the hidden notes.
Okay. Come visit me, unscramble the message by swapping the letters within each of the vertical columns. To open the security booth, play the glockenspiel notes. Play the glockenspiel. Notes are hidden around the castle. Find them and then play them in the order of the list. The hidden locations are listed below. So upstairs in the portrait of the young lady, I haven't taken a close look at that, so we don't know. Florist initial we have, that's D. Hallway bookstand we have, that's B. Castlegate's bell I don't have, and the glass furnace I have. So we need portrait, gate, we need portrait, and alright, so we have the florist, we have the bookstand, bell needs to go over furnace. Gate. Okay. Dunzo. We got it. Alright. Just found out they made my husband's lunch early. It's always so sad. I like talking to him on breaks. Anyway. Alright. Let's go take a look at the bell. Oh, I can, since I'm here. I'm not getting distracted.
This must be one of the musical notes I need.
Okay, so that's a G. I think she's actually going to insist we walk around and take a look at all of them again. Freiherr's daughter, 1542. The portrait damaged by fire in 2006. Thorough attempts were made to keep the portrait in its original state. Some restoration work was required. Okay. So I'm guessing this is Elsa, the original Freiherr's daughter. And I'm guessing they say that we look like her because she's a redhead. Nancy is canonically a redhead. We know that from the one game where Waverly, where you walk out, you run into oh, what is her name? Izzy. And she's like, "Ah, your hair's on fire." Just kidding. Red hair looks really good on
There's a letter G on the doorbell.
some people.
I bet it's another one of the notes I need.
Okay, so it's a G. Okay. So we have a G.
That must be one of the hidden notes.
D, we've got that. So that gets us the portrait, the florist, the gate. We need the stand in the hallway, which I do need to go back to that upstairs hallway anyway. Or is that, it's not the upstairs hallway. No, it is, because it's right by Carl's office. So it's the upstairs hallway up here. We need to go back here anyway. Let's have her go
That
here.
must be another of the musical notes I need.
Musical note, there it is. And then we've got this guy. I think we have all the pieces for this now. So here's the thing. For this, no, I guess not, because we're missing, well, no, it's not a black piece down here, is it? It's like this deep green. Yeah. What would be next here? Yellow would be last, so we'd want this aqua piece, followed by this green piece. No. Aqua piece goes this way, I think. Green piece would have to go up here. Yellow would have to be there, but then the green piece isn't... Okay, this goes down one further, I think. Yeah. Something to that effect. Okay. And then that yellow piece goes there. And this blue piece goes here. Orange there, and that? No, nope, nope. Hang on. Oh, okay, okay, I see. I'm almost correct. That's over both of those pieces. Okay, so this is over this. That's over top of that. Then we have this guy up here. This guy right here. This one right here. This blue one here. Orange here. Yes. Yes.
I better take this with me.
I don't know why, but absolutely will take it with me. Why did I solve that? I don't know. It was a puzzle. It needed solving. Is that not how you solve your mysteries? Is that that is a security camera. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess that makes sense because, you know, we have a security room. All right. So I think the only thing I need her to mention that we have is the one in the furnace.
That engraving must be one of the letters that Lucas's dad was talking about.
There we go. So that should be all the letters. By the way, what does that say? High heat. Do not open furnace door without furnace shield in front of furnace. I can read that from here. Okay. So then... that being the case, we can go to the Glockenspiel. Now, this is where we need that note from earlier. There we go. Because we need to know where G is, where D, B, and A are. Okay. So here's what I am going to do for the Glockenspiel. Can I draw shapes in this? I might not be in the right one to draw shapes. Okay. So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 notes underneath. Show me the notes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have 8 notes up there. 2 up here, 3 up here. Okay. So then we need 8 by 2. Okay. Look, here's what we're going to do. I am going to pull all of these much, 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 much closer than what we have. Okay. Here's why. All right. There we go. So here is the Glockenspiel puzzle. I need to set this up proper first off. There we go. Not quite on that one. All right, something to that effect. All right, so we're going to have... how do I lay out the top? Because it's like kind of off center. So black out the back note, and then one of the notes here, and then one of the notes at front, maybe? Because there should be 2, then 3, then 2. So we say that's an X, 2, 3, that's an X, and that's an X. Okay, there we go. So then, what we need to know is the third key in, that's an E. We don't really need it, but that is. That's not a G, it's an F. No, that's a G. Right, because the teacher corrects in red. So 3, 4, 5. So the fifth key in is a G. We need that. Second key here is a D. We need that. And the second from the back is a B. We need that. That's a B flat. We're not worried about that. This one here, third from the back, is an A. Not sure we need it, but we're putting it down. All right, and then this is a C. Don't really need it, but we've got it all. Okay. So then, we need G, D, B, G is the thing. I actually need to move this over here. Thank you. Boop. Boop. Okay, cool. Good to go. All right. So then, we need G, which is 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. G, D, B, G. No? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. No? Am I missing something from it? What's on the list?
Have to
no.
translate that.
No, I'm not worried about translating that. Here we go. All right. Upstairs portrait, got that. Florist initial, got that. Bookstand in the hall, got that. Castlegate's bell. Oh! I missed the A at the end. Oh. This actually has to go up here. That's on me. Okay. So let's try that again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5. So G, D, B, G, A. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Okay. Did I do something massively wrong here or just partially wrong here? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Okay. I know all of that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth is G. Sixth is A. Seventh is B. Yeah, no, I've got all that correct. C, D, E. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have all that correct. So then, why is it not working? Is it one of those I have to back out and do it again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No. G, D, B, G, A. Is that the correct order? Do I have it in the right order? Okay. Portrait, florist, bookstand, gate, furnace. Yeah, no, I got them in the right order. Did I see them all? Are they playing one of these? Ah, you didn't see that one over there that we hid in the corner game. Is that it? Okay. I know we saw the one in the furnace. I'm pretty sure we got the florist. Let's go double check.
Why are you bothering us?
I don't know! Okay, got that. I'm pretty sure she got the gate bell. Okay, so she got the gate, she got the florist. I know she got the furnace. Okay. Let's go check the book stand. I'm pretty sure we got the book stand. Okay, we have the book stand. Still B. So the only other thing to ask about is, did we get the portrait? And I'm pretty sure we got that. Yep. Okay. So then I've got to be playing the notes out of order or something. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It worked that time. Why did it work that time? I don't know. I'm sure I've done that 600 times. But whatever, it worked that time. I'm not going to fuss. So why is there nobody in here? Is my other question.
I wonder what this does.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I should try that with my phone.
To receive alerts, place phone here until light appears. Can I put the book away? Thank you.
I have to translate that.
No, I don't have to translate that. I have to put my phone down.
All right. It looks like I'll be getting security alerts on my phone now.
Nice. What's that say? Security alert. Ooh. Fun.
There's no power.
Ooh. We need power.
Looks like I need a key.
Do I have one? Yes. I have one,
There
by
must
the
be
way.
directions for how to use this somewhere.
Okay. I really don't need them, but sure. Enigma Operating procedure. Requires 3 rotors to be placed in before use. To decode/encode a message, special starting letters for each rotor spin. Or select special starting letters for each rotor, spin each rotor to that letter, and then type away. Okay. Power up system sequence for CCTVs. Insert the power key and turn the system on. All stations on the security grid must be fully powered up. Light shows green before the CCTVs are operational. The system has a limited number of charges it can send before resetting into the initial settings. To send the charge, press any zap up button to charge that button station on the security grid. Each charge increases a station's power reserve by 25%. When a charge fully powers up a station, the light turns green. The charge continues out along all connections from that station to the next uncharged station, also increasing their reserves by 25%. Once all stations on the grid are fully powered up, CCTV monitors will turn on for security tracking. Why are they turned off if we're in such, dire straits? Alright, so if I press this one, it's going to send charges here, here, and here, but that's it. If I press this one, it'll send a charge up here, which will send a charge to here. So, let's say 10. Not what I meant. I meant 16, but okay. So then, let's try... I want to say 17 is definitely a no, because it'll just die there. I mean, it might send up to 16, 9, and 8, but it won't do too much. I'm thinking maybe 8 or 2 or 3. Both of those will do. Let's try 8. Ooh. Alright, look, let's try 2. Alright. I have 2 charges left. We go 15. 15 goes to 7, which will get 6, but okay, let's go 15 and then 7. Okay, let's go 15 and then 6. Alright, there we go! We got it!
There must be cameras throughout the castle.
Woo! Hello!
Is that Renata? What's she doing there?
I don't know. Renata? Woo! So much stuff happening. Okay. Well... let's go see what Renata was doing, and then we will probably have to end stream there so I can go eat and such.
Renata must have dropped this. I should figure out what it's for.
Else Castelfinster. Well, there was a lovely book with a passage about Else from Castelfinster. Wasn't there? And it was right here. So...
third clock from left, 1921. This must be how Renata opened the clocks. I'll need to try this out myself.
Yee! But, that being said, that is where we are going to stop for today. I will be back after Christmas. I will be back on the 26th. I will finish Captive Curse. I can't even remember the name of the game I'm playing, I swear. We'll finish Captive Curse, and then we will continue on with Alibi and Ashes. And once I finish playing through every single Nancy Drew, we're probably gonna... oh! That's not what I... oh my. I guess...
Monster sighted on castle grounds. This is not a drill. Monster sighted on castle grounds. This message will not repeat.
Okay. Well, we will have to take a look at the monster when we get back. I have got to go. I've got to head on out. I've got stuff I've got to do to prepare for Christmas. I know Christmas is on Wednesday, but for my husband and I, we're actually starting our Christmas celebrations tonight because he gets 3 days off. So we are having a 3-day long Christmas party. So I got to go. I got to prep for my 3-day long Christmas party. I will see you guys on Thursday with the finale of Captive Curse. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and great Christmas, and I hope to see you back on Thursday. I am live every Wednesday to Sunday usually. Usually around 10 a.m. Eastern or New York time, whichever is easiest for you to Google. I will see you guys then. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.